boards at all in the temple. Maybe they'll let us go up there, but there are a lot of...
CV squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom, making...
On the way home, I got hungry, and I ate it. We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this waitress comes up.
Our satellite.
This moth isn't just swinging around, it's been bugged. Using electrodes implanted into his muscles.
Some are hard to respond predictably. Signals from robots ultrasound distance sensor.
Here, signals are sent to its left flight muscle to make it lift that wing.
The output of these cells can be used to control
different signals can be sent for it to lower its wing, to lift both wings at once, or to make them flap.
They each have a motor in them, and it actually drives forward when I walk. It actually powers that knee through the step.
Powered through Bluetooth technology.
Increasing the frequency of the pulse makes the wings beat faster. If a signal is sent only to one side while the moth is flying, it will veer in that direction. Implanted electrodes into the brains of tree beetles,
and they
close to
talk to
neurons
each other and
that
try to
control
mimic
flight.
the stride length.
A computer
that the other
program in the
one's doing. If I
device
speed
controls
up,
the
the other one
beetle,
can realize
and
it's
here
doing it,
it
and
beats
it'll
its
speed up
wings
as well.
and takes off when a negative voltage is sent to its brain. Researchers are putting moths in control and using them as a pair of eyes. They've found out how to intercept signals from their visual system and how to use them to make a robot move. Here, a graduate student demonstrates how the robot can be steered. Combining living and machine components could eventually make robotic systems more effective.
Legs when an IED hit his convoy in Fallujah, Iraq in 2006.
The IED went off directly underneath me and took off basically everything that was hanging over the ledge of the seat, my legs. And then it killed my sergeant in front of me and my good friend next to me. My gunner lost his right leg. I shattered my hip. I had 32 pins in my hip. I broke my pelvis, so I have a 6-inch screw holding that together. I lost both legs above the knee. I broke 4 fingers, broke my jaw, broke my nose, lacerated kidney. So I recovered well, I think, and great care here and done well.
Today, I use the Bluetooth prosthetics.
It's a lot of hip control. In my other legs, I usually have to use all my thigh to power through things, but since these are moving on their own, then I actually just kind of have to lift and shift my weight a little bit.
He says they're a bit heavier than the other 2 microchip prosthetics he's worn, but they require much less effort to operate.
If they're not programmed right, they kind of do their own thing sometimes, and they'll kick for no reason. Like you'll just be standing there and be like, and just kick off to the side.
Able to master the stairs just yet.
Sometimes when you go near a computer or something, you'll hear the computer start freezing, so it does do that a lot. I'll be like, I'm sorry, and I have to turn my legs off.
In communicating robot wirelessly, the team plans to use their robot brain power on new behavior in the future. They hope there are enough similarities to teach you about unknown.
My fame is necrotized.
All right, folks. Getting into another stream.
My fame is necrotized. Oh, my brain is narcotized. My fame is necrotized.
All right, well, I guess I know who we're going over today. Looking at the poll. If you've not voted in the poll, please vote in the poll. If you've not said hello to us, say hello to us. I can't believe I did this like 12 years ago or something when this came out. Boom, 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 ow, 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 ow.
Don't hold the shell when I'm done. Expel.
Grin, grin, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
If you know what I mean. All right, so let's get through these first.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead. You're stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid. It looks like we have a flip in the pool. So I thought we were going to be talking about somebody, but I mean, we're going to talk about most of all these people in here and maybe like one or two more. I don't know yet. It matters on how far and how fast and what we get through. Like yesterday, I was planning on going through 3 different incel videos, and we ended up only going through 1. But that's the way the balls bounce on this channel. If you don't know this, or this is your first time watching, you'll find out how distracted we get, and that's why I think most of you come back here and keep watching. So let's bring in our co-host, and of course that is our favorite.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
And there's our brainless.
Hello.
How's it?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
Nice. Good to hear. Are you ready for the idiocracy that we have for today?
I'm not sure. You're scaring me.
There is some fucking stupidity that we're going to be going over today. Jeebus.
I used to listen to a podcast back when Trump was running for president, and they did a segment, Trumped Up, and one of the guys would come up with 3 statements. Everyone had to guess which of those 3 statements was not said by Trump or anybody in his group. So I've heard a lot of shit that you think like, nah, nobody said that.
You know what we need to,
and then like, what the fuck?
You know what we need to do that we haven't done in a hot minute? We need to do bingos again. I have the bingo thing right there. I can see the fucking link for it. We can make up free bingo cards. We need to begin doing that, like for flat earthers and a couple other things. We definitely Mama, well, I'm gonna bring everybody in, and I'll ask you and Mama to help remind me. So let's bring in our guests, and of course they are
Mama.
Oh, Mama.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot. Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay.
I totally was like,
it's fine.
I was
Mr. Oliver,
Hey.
my apologies for getting to send you an invite.
No, it's all good, dude. I can't come on half the nights anyway, so.
Oh, son of a bitch. Son of
Never
a
mind.
bitch.
I did not just do that when I saw something pop up.
Jesus Christ. Okay, we're gonna
Skip
do it
just
this
fanboying.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brainless is fanboying. Sorry.
Yeah. So we're gonna do it this way. We have to do it this way. Give me just a millisecond because it has to go like. Oh, I got it down. I'm so
But
got
still
this
forgot
down.
Still forgot to
I know. Yeah. Okay. Hey,
I
Skits,
messed
how are
up.
you doing?
How's it going? Long time no see.
Yes.
Looking
Been a
awesome.
long time.
How's it going?
Is that is the sweater. That is the sweater.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great sweater.
Here's the sweater.
It's awesome.
Oh, how cute. It's a reindeer
Taco
pussy.
Kitty.
Reindeer taco.
Skip,
have you
buddy,
know
I got a
that-
question for you.
Go hit it.
Keep in mind just how stoned I get most of the time. Did you ever get yourself on Neil's show?
No, not yet. Not yet. No,
Okay.
I do need to though. I will contact Neil. My schedule's finally simmering down for the season, so I
He's
definitely
only
want
doing
to. Though.
shows on Thursdays and Saturdays now, and he's taking a break until January, so there's no shows left this year.
Okay, so I'll start up in January. Well, hopefully
That's a
I'll
good
get
idea.
home beforehand.
Before I forget, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I will be streaming with Purple Rhymes with Orange on there, doing a whole thing where we're doing different content creators for every couple hours.
Oh yeah, that's
She's-
something.
she's doing that again, and she asked me to be a part of it.
Purple does that
So
every year, which is I think is kind of nice. You know, people that don't.
yeah,
have
yeah,
anybody to
yeah. Yeah,
spend Christmas
definitely.
with. Yeah.
And or if you do, I mean, then you get to still hang out with us in betweens because you're not spending the whole time with family, or maybe you are. I don't know. And maybe every once in a while you need to go to use the bathroom and you just turn us on and listen to us while you get away from the family.
Huh?
Turn me on while you get away from the family for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
You know I can turn you on.
Are you saying I got to take my mic with me to the bathroom next time I go? And
exactly, somebody. That's exactly what that means. No, so I think it's gonna be 3 p.m. On Friday on the Eve, Christmas Eve,
Christmas
and
Eve.
I think it's 4 p.m. Christmas Day. And we'll be doing a 2-hour stream. Where one of the things I want to go over is Krampus and some of the history of where Christmasology came from, like the old pagan version. Why weird people brought trees into their fucking house and colored them in white and red, and why there may be association with there's a certain type of mushroom that's red and white that may be associated with. So there's a handful of things we'll go over: Nordic tradition version, the pagan, up to the most recent, and why we do the things that we do in modern times. So we'll go over all the Christmassy stuff and who Krampus is. If you don't know who Krampus is, we'll go over the evil version of Santa Claus, even though I think Santa's pretty fucking evil. But anyways, we'll talk about that later.
If it's Christmas Eve, like I'll be there as long as I don't get called because I'm on call. So I'll join you as long as I can.
Awesome. And hopefully everybody can join us. If you have places to be and go in IRL, fucking for sure do that. But we're giving people the opportunity to come and hang out. And I don't really have family, or at least my family doesn't really like talk to me. I'm the black sheep of the family. So I get to hang out with you all, which I love. So anyways,
that's why we made our own family.
Exactly. That's why we have our community. Anyways, if you voted in the poll, please vote in the poll. Let's say hello to the Cyberman chats. And we have a Demon Orb.
Hey, Demi.
We got a Doorknob Heads.
Hey, Doorknob.
Mr. Fear.
Hey, Mr. Fear.
And Commander. Hi, dudes. Back in the Americas. I have
to
go know, and I'm giving them. Okay. So there may be a thingy-mabobber happening later, or maybe not tonight or today. I don't know. Commander, if you have something going on, go ahead and post the link in the cinema chats, or post in the Decima chords. Yes, Major Green Twat is ridiculous for sure. And we have the Mangoes.
Hey, Mango!
She's reminding everybody to buy me a shot or pay Mango, give some money to Mangoes for the post up. Whatever's going on, I forget exactly how to put it.
That's basically for taking care of the little man.
Yeah, no, I know, but I don't remember if it's post or I don't remember, but to help with her and little one.
Yeah.
And then there says, "Taco cat, taco cat, taco cat, taco cat." I had to do it. And
yes, he's going to be doing content creators. Yes, you heard that right.
Yeah, we're on Christmas Day and Christmas.
And
Christmas
sadly,
Eve.
I'm not a content creator. So
make a quick video. Then you will be a content creator.
Yeah, all you gotta do is
then do your content.
Yeah, you just have to put one video. Put three.
I've got some videos.
Put 3 1-minute videos up, and then you're a content creator.
Well, I think I actually have more subs than that incel.
Probably
more views because I did one video on Lego. So.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, probably. So Mango's goal is 60. So if Mango gets money, I take a shot as well. So she will let me know when I get to be tortured. So please help out with that. Let's see, y'all. If you've not voted in the poll, please stroke my poll. I mean, vote in it. Rub it. I mean, put your hands on it. Stroke the poll.
Why always Slim's Pole? I feel
Stroke
like
the
that.
poll. That's your new. That's
Hey,
your new
'cause-
channel.
Because I'm the one that always reveals the poll to everybody to be stroked. That's why I get the attention, because I put it out
Oh,
there.
so I just have to reveal it. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
I go outside and see if
You
there's some
just-
people outside.
You just need to reveal it more, brainless. I tell you. Trying to teach you. I mean, it's been how many years now? Finally, he's gonna learn. No, just-
Yeah, right. You think?
Yeah, no, he's never gonna learn. That's why we call him brainless, because he doesn't have a brain to learn. All right, so
I got microcontrollers and microchips.
Yes, you definitely.
I do have something to learn with.
Well, the problem is you keep
You're
eating
learning, but-
you keep eating them because it says chips, and you're not supposed to eat
Right.
them.
Those chips are not for eating. No.
Microchips are
they
not
weren't for eating those chips?
No, those are not the chips that you eat.
Oh shit!
Exactly. That's the problem. Okay, anyways, let's begin blowing on, and of course we had to play this before, and we'll end the poll now because I don't feel like anybody else is gonna go, and we'll go with that order technically, anyways.
What? What? Oh! What's in this shit?
Mostly Maui Wowie, man, but it's got a bit of Labrador.
It's got a bit of Labrador. What do you mean Labrador? My dog ate my stash and I had to follow it around for 2 weeks with a baggie, man.
Slim. Like, we've got a perfect pull today. We've got a perfect pull. Look at the number one.
Yeah, we have a 69.
No. That's not what we call that number.
What's
not what we call that number. We call that number giggity.
Oh, okay. So we got the giggity
Wait, he
number.
wasn't looking at the screen when I did my giggity.
Damn it! Sorry.
Giggity.
So,
sorry.
I'm sorry, you all, but you're very welcome that we're going to be going over this. It's fucking insanity, but here we blow. I mean, like, son of a bee sting. You won't believe what Trump has said recently in one of his speeches. I don't know if anybody has been following his speeches recently, but a week ago, he began saying things that were very, very Hitler-esque. We're going to try to not say the N-word and the H-word as much, but
if it walks
well,
like
then
a
we
duck,
can just we can say it's HH. It's
well,
like HH.
Unfortunately, he is going to say a crap ton of stuff, and I can't stop it to some extent. So, we are going to be watching the Young Turks, their version of it, because they had cut it up pretty well. We're going to try to not use their
comments.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but we really are doing this for us commentating because we're not riding the coattails of TYT. Thank you, TYT, for letting us use the way that you clipped it out. Your editors are amazing, and everybody go there and subscribe, or at least watch some of their stuff. A lot of people don't exactly agree with a lot of their things. I don't agree with everything they say, but they are well at presenting some of this information. So let's begin with this. I'm not even going to preface it. I'm just going to let y'all hear and listen to it. I'm going to boost the volume a little bit too, just so it's easier to hear. And here we blow.
They're poisoning the blood of our country. That's what they've done. They poison mental institutions and prisons all over the world, not just in South America, not just the 3 or 4 countries that we think about, but all over the world. They're coming into our country from Africa, from Asia, all over the world. They're pouring into our country.
But that's what America is for people
that is
to
America.
Come into this place legally and be able to be a part of the melting pot and be a part of this societal.
Not yet, Mango.
Experiment that we're going through being in the Americas. So, no,
Yeah.
did
is he fully Native American or something? That he's
his family came here 4 generations ago from I'm not gonna say, but I believe he is 3rd or 4th. Is generation the right thing? So like not his parents, not his parents, but like his grandparents, I think are the ones that came here or one step ago of that or something, right?
Like
So
I have people that were here. Like I have part Native American. I have people that were here in the 1600s. I have family that was here. We're all different in a lot of ways. Some of us are first generation immigrants. Some have multi-generational immigration, right?
My family
Just all depends on your lineage.
Yeah, my family's been here for like 100. I don't know, but like a gazillion generations.
Yeah.
In Fort Collins, 50, 60. I don't know. It's a long time ago. I want to say it was like 1800s, maybe not, maybe early 1900s. Our family owned one of the downtown blocks of Fort Collins. So where Tony's is at, downtown Fort Collins, our family used to own the block that sits on. And we had a repair garage for cars. There was a market that was on the corner, and there was something else that was attached to it. So it was a lot of things that were, so our family has been here for a hot second.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're first generation or if people come here legally or if people, the funnest time that I ever had, I'm getting there, Mango. The funnest time I ever had growing up in San Diego. I hate these fucking lids.
My teeth I cringe when you do that.
But I can't. I know. Whatever. I used to eat light bulbs, so like I really don't
you
fucking
fucking razor
care
blades
about,
and shit.
Yeah, I don't care about. But anyways, yes, Fort Collins is a trippy place because it is in the middle of nowhere, kind of. We're a college town, but we're a small little tiny town. It's really fucking weird. Anyways, I got lost. But let's just hear this douche nozzle talk a little bit more about how like nobody should be coming here, which that's not how America works.
I have whiskey.
Open it with my bionic penis. Fuck yeah. Okay, let me know as soon as you're ready.
1 minute. Sorry, let me go get my chaser.
What are you gonna chase her with? Hopefully it's not a bloody axe.
Oh God. That bloody X.
That bloody X. Okay.
Slim.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Slim.
Yeah.
Chaser with my bionic
In
penis.
part, his mom was from Scotland.
And it was
his
mother.
dad was from New York, but his mom was
okay. Okay, so I knew that he was not very far generational off. I knew that it was.
He's basically second generation.
Sure, exactly.
Right.
Cheers, bro. Salute, Solanche, skull, all the above. Let's do this right quick, and then
L'chaim.
I'll do one more in a second. Where's Melania from?
Russia.
She's Venezuelan.
Yeah, she's like a Russian bro.
No, you're right.
Melania
She's Eastern European.
Sure, it doesn't matter. He is saying there should not be more immigrants coming over here unless they're order brides, you know.
Mail order brides.
Ivanka was Czechoslovakia.
Exactly. And he's like, listen. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Well, Czechoslovakia back then.
Not from here.
How can an immigrant? How can an immigrant be with that fucking cunt? How
Because
fucking stupid are you? Then?
Money?
Because they are.
Oh fuck! Okay, this is gonna be kind of a bad joke, but I get it now because his dad was from the Bronx. Okay, but his parents were from Germany. Sorry, bad joke.
That's a terrible joke.
That does explain why is he motherfucking? No,
I'm offended.
We're not going to say that.
I've never done this before, but I think I have to do this. Time out. Okay, there we go.
You do realize that I'm Slim's little helper, so I can put myself back.
Yeah, no, you could have brought yourself back in at any time.
As he kicks out Slim.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I can.
He's like, "Oh yeah, bitch, watch this." Damn it. No, anyways.
Hey, you guys will know I'm a brat.
Yes, and exactly, Doorknob Head. She's from a Russian spy school. That's exactly where she's from.
She's a double agent.
Like that Angelina Jolie thing from what the hell was that called? There was that movie where she's like a spy that's been like hiding and they like activate her.
Oh,
Salt?
It's not called
Is that
Sleeper.
Salt?
She's like a Russian agent. Maybe
Is it
Salt.
Salt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they activate her, and all of a sudden she burns her phone and becomes a whatever. I can't remember. I don't know. I didn't really follow the plot. It was just.
I don't know anything about sleeper
It was just
cells.
a hot chick. I get it.
There's a hot chick
I
and
don't
a lot
know
of
anything.
action. I mean, I really don't need. I'm a very simple man.
Well,
I'm a very simple man. Explosions, car chases, gunfights, and hot-looking girls, and then I'm like, it doesn't need a plot. It's almost like that other type of cinematography.
I know all about sleeper cells, and that's why you don't say the safe word. Anyways, let's keep on with this.
Even looking at them, they just come in. The crime is going to be tremendous.
Except for immigrant crime is not changed in the last year. Comparatively to it, and it matters on where and when you look at stuff, and crime is technically going down. Shoplifting isn't a crazy thing like some of these idiots were saying.
And we all know why shoplifting goes up, because you Americans get screwed over and you don't have money to pay for your groceries. So yeah, if you want to survive, you gotta fucking steal.
That's actually funny that you mentioned that. Just the other day, I had my little buddy here, and I was having a conversation about ethics and morals and things like that. And I was telling him about stealing is wrong. As general rule, stealing is wrong. But I've made it a personal policy of mine to never, if I see people steal two things, I won't rat them out. Just straight up. One is food. Like if you're if this person legitimately looks hungry and is trying to steal food for himself, whatever. And second is a kid stealing condoms. They're expensive, and if he's gonna have sex,
there's one more. There's one more thing as well that you should put on that list is tampons or women hygiene.
Good call.
Because that's one thing too that we've turned blind eye or I've gone in and stolen for women or bought for women as well for my friends and stuff because they didn't have $5, and I'm like, here, no, either you take it or I'll go in and go buy you you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, you do. I can't even imagine having to deal with that as a female. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's insane. And I think I've said this multiple times, but I've actually helped 3 of my friends go through their first period because their parents did not tell them what was actually going on.
Wow.
Like they came out of the bathroom at lunch.
But that they were in that position.
Yeah. Well, they came out of the bathroom crying, and I'm like, "What's wrong, honey? Or what's wrong, friend?" And they're like, "I'm dying," and I'm like, "Wait, what?" And they're like, "There's blood gushing out of my, and I'm like, "Oh, honey, nobody told you? Oh, fuck." And I would take them into the girls' bathroom, and I would go and I'd get them the thing, and I'm like, read the instructions, or I'd like open it up and be like, "This is what you do around your panties," or this is you take this in. I had to explain.
Do you know when
my mom
I was 10 years old, 10, 11, 12?
Yeah.
We had that in elementary school. We had the boys went in and watched their videos. The girls went in and watched their videos.
Yeah.
We learned about that stuff in school.
That was
kind of sad that some schools don't teach that.
We learned it all from both sides. It was just the whole class.
Well, when
the
you're in
thing-
elementary
That,
school, they
that
separated you.
was
Yeah.
for the
Well,
whole
see-
class. Oh, obviously, that was kind of diggity.
But no, but
But-
the thing was is these girls had that before they got taught it in class. So we
Okay.
did get taught it, but they were like 13 or 14, and we got taught it
Yeah,
15
it wasn't
or
what,
something.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
And this
Like
is
they
this
were
is because
just
the government won't take a look at what reality is, and reality is it's not happening on the schedule they wish it would. It happens on the schedule it happens on.
Yeah, and I
that's
can't
not-
believe a
that's
mother
not how
would
life
not at some. I don't know. I get it because I have dated people with children, and I have had to potty train, and I have had to talk about the whole thing with teenagers multiple times. That like it's really hard to decide exactly when to talk to them about it, but like there are some people that will never, or they feel like it's got to be the school or it's got to be somebody else that teaches them, and that's a major problem, especially if they don't understand any of that when they go into college. Like, you know, how many people I met in college that were like, I don't even know what my body is. And you're like, wait, you don't know how to like get yourself off, or like you don't know like what your areas are?
Well,
And they're
well,
like,
there's a
Hey, but
Yo,
then there's that story of the lady that said she didn't have a clitoris until she talked to
that
one of her
weird,
friends,
crazy
and
bitch.
she showed her.
She found out what she showed on her baby where the clitoris is.
There was a
Harry
thing
Ward.
going around about women that didn't actually like know their even more basic anatomy. Like they were asking people that were like over 20 to like label basic female anatomy who were female, and saying, you know, what is this? And there was something like 10% of them had no idea. Like couldn't get one thing right.
I saw this one study where some women still believe they peed out of their vagina hole, or you know, their
I think it's a
similar
similar thing,
and
like a lack
and
of
then they
knowledge.
didn't know the difference between their lips and their clit and the hood, and then their anus or the in between, and it's like, wait, how can I don't know. I knew all my parts of my body by the time I was fucking like 12, 13, and then when I was 14 is when I had
labeling
sex.
was like before the end of elementary school in our country.
Okay.
Like I'm not saying like there was any like descriptions too far beyond that. Like that might have been more junior high, but like by grade 6-ish, like you at least could recognize the parts of your own body.
Yeah, when I was 14 years old, before sex ed, well, the thing about like somebody was saying earlier, in sex ed, the boys went to one class and the girls went to another class, and you didn't really know about the other sex's stuff exactly, right? They basically told you, but like they didn't teach the boys about periods per se. Luckily for me, when I was 14 years old, I think I was sitting in a chair in the living room watching a movie, and my mom just like huff and puffs into the room with these 4 books and plops them down on my lap and goes, "You better learn these fucking front to back," and then walks away.
That's how
and
I
I'm like,
learned too, dude.
Wow.
And I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked down, and all the books were on female anatomy and the menstruation cycle and how people get pregnant or how not to get pregnant.
I was 13 years old when my mom gave me those books and said, "Read these."
Yeah, no, my mom said there's a test in an hour. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
pop quiz, right?
I'm glad. I wish they would have had more of that.
Global Mom, would that be a cherry pop quiz?
If you want it to be.
It would definitely. Anyway, goddamn.
So
I'm gonna.
That's the brainless we know.
Good opportunity for a segue here, or what?
Yeah, right.
I'm trying my hardest, but anyway.
He's trying to get the train back on the rails.
And then I said my hardest.
Weren't we talking about Trump? So from female anatomy, like, hey, we all know he likes to grab him by the pussy.
Just grab him by the pussy, right?
Back to Trump.
He's gonna be.
Yeah, I wish we. That's what I
Go
wish
ahead.
we would have had when I was a teenager. The Monty Python style sex ed class where
Oh yeah, where he like
he has sex with his wife in front of him, and he goes, "This is how you insert."
lays down on the
Is that in my miss or whatever? Does that feel good? Okay, well then you want to do this, and oh my Jeebus Chris, I love that so much. Anyways, if you don't know what we're speaking about, look up Monty Python's sex ed class, and
Wow.
I think it was in
classic.
I think it was in one of the movies, right? It was in
The meaning of life, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that
I
the
think
meaning
so.
of life. Okay.
It was the meaning of life where they had the prep school boys.
See, I think it was in one of the movies, and I think
the
it was
teacher brought his wife in to show the kids how to do how to have
live sex acts,
right.
and that's how we should all learn. Anyways,
she wants to go, hello dear, hello honey. She lays down, just very formal.
Yeah. She's like, it's like, how was your day? Oh, it was very good. Oh, did you love tea or whatever? It's so prop. That's exactly how I imagine British people do it. Is that proper? Like, oh, does that feel good inside of you? Oh, may I thrust inside of you?
I'm arriving.
Yeah.
I'm arriving.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so really quick, let's get back into the idiocracy. So Trump said poisoning the blood of our country, and that is something that Hitler used when he was giving one of his speeches. So then let's get into.
Well, don't forget, Texas is trying to make it illegal to, if you are crossing into Texas illegally, they're trying to make that a crime now, because I guess the U.S. isn't doing anything about it.
And unfortunately, Biden just closed a couple trade routes that will make it harder for immigrants to get
in
here.
properly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean,
which I think is wrong.
Everybody's being a dick right now about it. Okay, so let's just read some of this right quick about.
Like better have somebody gain some trust with the not so nice people. That is not as bad.
Well, at least that we don't have the razor wire up anymore that was fucking killing families. That was up a couple months ago or something.
Are they hiding it? Like it wasn't even like a note about it or anything?
No, that's why they got rid of them. They had these things and they put them in the water, and then Congress
the
or
Rio
somebody.
Grande, probably. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
dying while they.
Yeah, and then somebody said they were not legal. They're not constitutional, even if it's somebody trying to come. That was not constitutional, so I believe they had to get rid of those, even though they killed about. I'm going to say 12 people, and some of them are children, but I don't remember the full numbers. But anyways,
there's a huge level of hatred you have to not care about people's lives, like more than you do about adherence to like crossing political boundaries.
Yeah, and especially since like everybody keeps crying about this is how the narcotics are coming in the country, and this is not how narcotics come into the country. Narcotics dealers want to bring in thousands of pounds of drugs, not $10 worth of drugs.
Half a vial. Yeah.
No,
and they do it with tunnels under the border.
Yeah, and
a lot of that is through tunnels under the border. Mm-hmm.
And then once again, I did that for fucking 2 years, I think, is how long we did that. And then after a while, I just cut ties with the Mexican mafia, because then I had all these people over here that had everything, and I just had to drive down the street, go pick stuff up, and then go to a rave or a party or an underground event and sell all my drugs. So once again, it's coming through legal ports of entry, and it's coming or other ways, not just the people that are trying to cross the border either illegally or by the other means getting muled in. They are not the ones that are bringing in the drugs, because most likely those people are going to get caught. It's the legal citizens that you can put drugs in their water bottles, that you can put in their butts and other places. And as long as they have a passport and speak English and don't look nervous, they get right through. And that's
Harry,
where
you're right. People that cross the border constantly, they're being looked at more.
Yeah,
more
of course.
That's why you keep going back and forth.
That's
You
why
know?
eventually the Tijuana, well, the American police and the Tijuana border, they eventually started asking me, why the fuck do you come across all the border constantly?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a weird looking person, you know. And then
I
like,
like coffee shows.
yeah. Well, I was like, I help put on events over at that one place. And I had these 6-inch platforms that I used to wear, and they fucking took them back. They x-rayed them. They tried to rip them open. And eventually I was
wow.
like, hey, you're breaking my shoes. And they're like, okay, well, I guess there's no drugs in your shoes. And like, you really think I was going to be bringing across the border like this amount of fucking drugs every time? Like, you're fucking stupid. It was $10,000 worth of drugs that we used to put in the sound equipment that we used to bring down. We used to bring down our own speakers, amplifiers, condensers, and DJ equipment ourselves, because you can't leave it down there because it's going to get stolen. So every night we had to bring it down and bring it back. And then what my friends, they were professional sound engineers, right? So they knew how to take apart equipment and put it back together, so you could never tell that it was taken apart and put back together. It wasn't just some, you know what I'm saying? Like they knew how to make it look.
If you have it and it's been opened, it's like, yes, we have our shit.
Well, so the thing is they knew how to do everything perfectly, so it looked like it looked like it came out of the box every time. They knew how to like wipe it down, make it look pristine, and everything. So
they still know how to wipe things. Never mind.
Well, I don't know if most of those people are still alive anymore, just because of the fucking weird, crazy shit that we did and how hardcore we partied. I'm pretty sure half of those people are not alive, just because I don't know how I'm still motherfucking alive after all that fucking crazy shit. And I got out of the game a long time ago. Maybe these people were still in the game for a gazillion more years. I don't know. But anyways, I never was the one transporting drugs, because I already had been arrested twice for selling LSD. And my next thing was 10 years in the pen if I got caught doing anything. So I pretended I didn't know what was happening. I walked across the border there and back every fucking night and stayed away from it until we would get home. And at first, my friends were not telling me what was going on. And we would arrive at 3, 4 a.m. or, you know, the sun is rising back at the house. And all of a sudden, people would just start showing up at the house. And then, like, money would be everywhere and drugs would be everywhere. And I'm just like, what? I never questioned it for a hot second until like one day I was like, how come every time we show up back at home, 30 minutes later, there's drugs and money and people everywhere and we're getting fucked up for free? I'm like, what is going on? And they're like, okay, Slim, we got to tell you, we've been doing all this fucking blah, blah, blah. We didn't tell you because we didn't want you to get in trouble or to know so that you could claim ignorance after blah, blah, you know. And yeah, that shit was crazy. So anyways, let's get back to the fucking thingy-mabobbers. And yeah, I don't even want to know about the fentanyl smuggling. That's crazy. I'm so glad I'm out of the game because of fentanyl. Because of fentanyl, I'm so glad I'm out of the game. Oh shit, son of a bitch. We got to do one more shot. And if anybody else wants to help out Mangoes, please do that.
I got some party.
Otherwise, Lizard has to work the middle stall more, and I have to go work the corner more. Hey,
yeah,
Sydney.
and like I'm also doing shots, so you get 3 shots for.
He's doing body shots off of himself.
He's that.
I wish I was that fucking
He's
flexible.
That flexible.
I'm fucking 41, and I've never been that flexible.
Jesus Christ. Okay, bad
41
vodka.
is young. Don't sound like it's old.
No, I'm old.
You're not old.
And like, okay, Pip is extremely old, but
well, that's ancient. Never mind. I'm sorry, Pip. I'm sorry.
We love you, Pip. And your black hole.
We love, man.
Yeah, Pip, we love you, even though you're 82 years old.
I could spend all day in that black hole. Never mind. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, you do on the
Okay.
OnlyFans. Wink, wink.
I totes do.
Because Tip and I have an OnlyFans.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
So really quick, I want to barely go over some of this.
That's the joke.
Yes, exactly. Well, one of these days we need to start one because you don't have to do like actual like sex on there.
no.
You could just like show your feet. You can just show your ankles. I mean, your elbows.
Almost made it back on topic.
I know. It always happens this way.
Darn, we're so close.
So close. All right, so this is what he is saying, and that's exactly what somebody said in the late 1920s, early 30s. I don't know. I mean, I don't know exactly when that one speech happened, but he pretty much said this, and this is what Trump is saying. That we don't know where they come from, the prisons. We don't know if they come from mental institutions or insane asylums. They could be terrorists. I'm just trying to flub this because I'm like not trying to get us like demonetized
you're quoting him, so you're fine. You're quoting.
Yeah, and I know, but I'm still trying to just. So, and again, he says they're poisoning the blood of our country, and that's what that weirdo with the crazy mustache said. In the early,
Charlie Chaplin mustache.
And back in the day. Hey, Tubian.
Hey, Tubian.
Probably
but the thing is what is the blood of our society? It's started out as a melting pot of different cultures, different countries, people coming in. There is no such thing as the American race. Sorry, that doesn't happen.
My favorite thing when I was a teenager growing up in San Diego around where we did is actually it happened a little bit later when I moved out when I was like 19 and 20. I moved in to like low income housing or we were in Chula Vista, and every single day there was a new festival. One day it would be like a Muslim thing. One day it would be an Indian thing. And then it would be Mexican, quinceañera or something like that. And then this and that. And like every day there was a party. And I was like, this is fucking amazing. I get to hang out with all these people from different countries and I get to learn their language and their customs. And then they feed me food and they give me alcohol and I get to experience new. Yeah, I'm like, this is fucking amazing. Like, I love this shit. And then I start meeting, I moved here to Colorado and there's all these people who are like, I don't like others. And you're like,
others.
Why? What? Huh? They don't speak they don't. And it's like, no, but that's what's fun. The fun part is in going experiencing new things and not having everybody be exactly the same, you dumb cunt. That's what's so fucking awesome. So let me get to Major Green Twat.
Supposedly, I need to look it up more, but she may not be running for Congress again.
Major Green Twat?
Yeah.
Good. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, because she wants to be fucking vice president, but that's not going to motherfucking happen.
Probably going to be hiding behind somebody else then. Be a puppet master.
F11. There we go. Okay. So here is Major Green Twat embarrassing herself doing this.
You mean per usual?
Of course, yeah.
Green fully embraces Kanan Shaman, who served jail time for January 6th attack on U.S. Capitol. Controversial rep Marjorie Taylor Greene, RJ, full-heartedly embraced January 6th rioter Jake Chansley on Monday after meeting with the so-called QAnon Shaman over the week. I was honored to meet Jake Chansley this weekend. I want to explain why I was honored. Green wrote on X/Twitter, adding, the entire country knows Jake a face of the Jan 6th insurrection because the media plastered his image and slandered him all over the world.
But I wanted to use this because it's not anybody saying it.
Innocently and non-violently walking through the Capitol. And he was then treated horrifically in prisons, even being held in solitary confinement for over 10 months, just like many other J6ers. Yep.
And then his douche nozzle in jail said, "I swear, Judge, I'm not gonna go back to my old way." I know I fucking saw that. God damn you all! No, I'm just kidding. But no, douche nozzle Shansley. Whew, I'm so glad I fucking stopped myself from saying that.
Just a shame in love.
Well, I was gonna say, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Q Shaman. Jesus Christ, I want to say something.
Keenan Shaman.
Keenan Shaman.
I want to. Anyways. So let's do this. He cried to the judge to get out early because he said he was not going to fall back in his old ways. Yeah, now right. Look at what we've already done. We already saw him being interviewed by Channel 5 News or whatever his name is, Callahan. But now he's still running around and he's talking with all these people and trying to make money off of it again. So I wanted to say, no, I'm not going to say it because I just don't know if that. Well, I guess queer non-shaman. That's what I wanted to say.
Queer non-shaman.
Even though I have no inclination that he is LGBTQ LMNOP, but I just felt like that
Maybe
was
non-queer, queer non. Oh.
He's queer. He's queer non. Okay, so here's one more shot.
How about no IQ?
Cheers.
Okay, cheers.
And I was like, because I like when I heard that he was from German descent, I was kind of interested.
Mm-hmm.
And like from his grandfather, he already got called like a called out for being a dishonest
bad vodka
person, like just like Trump not paying his workers.
Yeah, well, dude, this douche nozzle is a what did we used to fucking call them? Fuck.
We used to use it back in the day.
The hippies that had money, or that like they were, their family gave them money, so they were a trust fund hippie.
Babies. Yeah.
A trust fund hippie is what we used to call the rich kids that had the dreads that were really nice, and they had the clothes, but they were always clean, and they didn't actually live on the street with us and or like hang out and like with like we'd all be like sitting around yippies. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's a pretty much a yippie. Although I think that's more of a further generation than mine. We call them trust fund hippies because like we'd be hanging out on the beach and we're like, hey man, we ran out of beer. Oh, we ran out of pot. Or oh, we ran out of drugs. Or like, oh, we need something to keep us warm. Or like we need something. And one of them be like, oh, well, give me a minute. And then they'd walk over to an ATM and just pull out money. And we're like, you have money, motherfucker? We've been sitting here fucking starving to death for the last 2 days, and your punk ass has money. And then you've been smoking all our joints too, you dumb cunt. Like, fuck you, asshole. Like, they're hanging out there. And then we're like, man, you know what sucks is like to fucking live on the street, or like, dude, it sucks that your mom kicked you out because you're fucking gay or lesbian, or, you know, like, oh, we're the black sheeps of the family because we don't like understand. And, you know, people didn't understand like the spectrum at the time and stuff. And I think that's where what a lot of us ended up happening was we ended up not spending time with our families because nobody could get us. And then we found these people that would, and you could get beer for trade for weed or for, you know, other things. And then these idiots just are like, oh, well, let me pull money out of the bank. And it's, fuck you, asshole. Like, the whole time we've been sitting here like, okay, how are we going to get fucking food for tonight? Okay, who's going to go fishing? Who's going to go to the fucking market and go steal some vegetables? Who's going to, like, Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's blow on with this twat whistle a little bit more, and then I have one more thing to go over about her, and then I have some other things to go over.
Yet when I spoke with Jake, he is remarkably positive, happy, forgiving, and determined. Green went on to claim that Chance Lee, who
Jesus
participated in
Christ.
a pro-Trump riot aimed at stopping the peaceful transfer of power in the U.S., was wrongly imprisoned. Most people would crushed and forever destroyed after so horrendously by the media and their own government, but not
Definitely
Jake. She continued, raging. I am
deserved
constantly
what
angry
everything
and
he got.
frustrated by NGO.
He deserved so much motherfucking more, like literally, because like, bro, I mean, he was like, is saying he's the mouthpiece the right thing to say? He was the mascot. He's the mascot for the whole
Didn't he
fucking
claim
thing.
he wasn't the leader, but he was like somehow made the leader or something?
Yeah.
I'm not the leader. I just tell the leader what to do.
Well, he forced, like, what do you think's gonna happen when you fucking do all of the eccentric things that he did and was in public's eyes so much?
Yeah.
You're gonna become the mascot of it because you fucking did so much weird, crazy shit. And he always put himself into the public. There were a handful of other people that were like eccentric and dressed very, very oddly. Let's put it that way. That didn't get as much, but he literally, well, his I think his family does have a little bit of money. He put himself in those places, right? Like, was always in the middle. He had the bullhorn.
For him to get convicted like he was, they probably had to go back to all the social media and all that stuff. That you know, that's kind of why he was pegged leader, because there's a lot of stuff he did to incite a lot of this stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Similarly,
or he wouldn't have gotten that role.
Yeah. Does anybody else hear like weird background noises?
Yeah, and keyboard clicks and stuff.
Well, it's not the keyboard clicks, but no, there's some weird thing in the background.
Sounds like a lawnmower or something.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
I had my mic off, so it can't be me.
No, it's not you. I think it's the McCrasher, and I think for some reason you're getting some kind of background noise. I don't know what is. It sounds like a metal robot having very, very slow sex. So if you're banging that robot under your desk, then we can hear it.
Well, he's not at work now, so he's taking advantage of, time off,
Yeah, exactly.
Multitasking.
Hey, we don't kink shame here. Just to let you know, we could hear it. Anyways, let's blow on a little. Actually, there's nothing else like really more about this thingy-mabobber. Let's go ahead and go to
calling her a thingy-mabobber.
Well, I mean, she looks like a fucking Neanderthal, so she definitely has a thingy-mabobber hanging down between her legs. Even if it's a 6-inch meaty clit, I don't believe she's a woman unless she shows me her genitalia. Anyways,
well, they didn't pick the most flattering pictures of her either on purpose.
No, they totally did. But every time I see her working out in all of her videos, I'm like, you look like a Neanderthal. You look like a Neanderthal woman, or you look like a Neanderthal man. And honestly, she looks like a fucking dude to me. She looks like a dude with a fucking blonde wig on. I mean, I would still hate fuck her, but she doesn't look like a woman. Did you hear that, Major Green Twat? Hit me up. No.
I'm guessing she's one of these women that has a lot of testosterone in her, which is not
that's she works out the way that she does. Of course she does. And she probably shoots up she probably does some sort of steroids, allegedly. But I believe like there are different ways to do things to build muscle.
Right.
So there are like handfuls of different versions of steroids or steroid-like things.
Right.
So I believe that she is doing a regimen of something. Do I know if she's injecting her arse or somebody's injecting her arse with steroids? No, I have no claim to that. Allegedly, but I think that she's doing something. Or she is a man in a dress. Like show us
the man, baby.
Show us your mangina.
Austin Powers.
Yeah.
It's a man, baby.
It's a man. Okay, so here is a veteran that is exposing Major Green Twat to her face because they say that they care about veterans so much, except for
they don't.
Please, for
me to understand.
Well, I was talking about how the leadership of this country caused 13 to get killed in Afghanistan, which I'm sure is a veteran that upsets you. They armed the Taliban. They now have training in the military that for woke training. Those are the things I was talking about.
Woke training. Oh my
Woke
god.
training. I don't think that's a thing, honey.
Wait, you mean that they want to train troops how to like understand the people in the areas that we have been putting our military in? Because there's our military is in almost every country, in every place, what we want them to like be cool with the people that they're in front of instead of being racist or sexist. Oh my god, we want empathy from it instead of them to just be like, kill them all. I know. I just wanted to break this up some because once again, we're using
what is her
TYT.
version of woke? That's the problem. Woke is such a subjective term these days.
Well,
It's used
they're
for a lot
going
of
to
stuff.
they're going to get into it, but what they're talking about is giving abortion, paying for abortions, giving medical care for women, health care for women during the time of getting pregnant, going through pregnancy, and after care of pregnancy, supposedly is a problem for her. And then 100 service members have gone through transitional therapy, and she claims that that is making all of the military woke just because you can get therapeutical stuff through the VA, and most of these people are not in the services anymore. This is somebody after they got out that said, I would like to transition. May I get the services to mentally take care of my skits? Is there anything you want to please?
As first off, is my audio better?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Second, it's like as a veteran.
Yep.
I did not give a fuck who was in the foxhole next to me.
Right.
I didn't care if they were a man. I didn't care if they were a woman. I don't care if they were transitioning. Whatever. If they got my back, I don't care.
Exactly.
I can't speak for the entire veteran community, but I can probably speak for a vast majority of them. It's all about protecting our brothers and sisters while we're there.
Exactly. And let me say, and then really quick, the one of the jokes always is as well is, if I'm on the front line and the guy likes my behind me, he's going to keep me safe so he can keep looking at my behind, right? So he's always watching my behind. So it's
Carlos
always
Mencia, the comedian Carlos Mencia.
He
did a routine about that. He says, if I want somebody that's going to protect me, that wants to protect me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't care if you're gay. If you're going to protect me, I love you. I'm going to protect you.
If he wants to see me naked in the shower the next day, then he's going to protect me, it doesn't matter who and when and how and whatever. Like the other thing is, like, these weirdos cry about fucking women going into the services and saying they can't work the front line. Dude, I know women that can knock the fuck out of most dudes that I know.
God,
I have watched some of my exes and some of my friends that were fucking huge ass bitches that could take on almost any man. And then like what they're doing with fucking like lady balls or whatever that the fucking Republican fucking what's it called, PragerU and them is putting out.
Lady balls.
Dude, you go into any fucking women's sport and you as a fucking middle-aged loser that is not exercised, try to fucking outrun the top in their field, try to out basketballs or try to outdo any people in their fucking sport. You're a dumbass to think that you can fucking outdo anybody who's been training in their sport, male or female, for longer than you. Yeah, if you're in your sport, then sure, maybe. But dude, if you've not fucking played football since fucking high school and you're fucking 36 or you're 40 years old, try playing that against a bunch of fucking high school fucking chicks that are playing fucking rugby and see how fucking quick your ass gets fucking chewed up, homie. Like, y'all think that fucking... Go ahead.
I was gonna say doorknob head. The phrase for us was nuts to butts.
Yeah, exactly. And then I have one other...
And complaining about people that were in the service getting help when they're out of the service, damn straight they should be getting help out of the service, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know there is somebody that does a lot for those people. Just got to point that out because that's that awesome person, like the second one from the bottom.
But what irritates me is that she thinks, well, you're out of the military. Well, we can pick and choose what we take care of you for. What we no, you can't.
Fuck you.
No.
Who the fuck are you to decide?
Pick and choose. Were you ever in the military? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So right quick, cheers, bro. Salute, Salon Chase, Skull. What else? Skids. What else?
L'chaim.
L'chaim. There we go. Okay, I just want to make sure
Oh,
I'm saying it right.
Thank you.
Gross.
I'm Posty.
Jesus, bad vodka. Anyway.
Oh, that was a big one. I should really bring it on a shot glass and not to plug out of the bottle.
So what your so Major Green Thought, what your thing is, you were given money your whole entire life. Your family had money. You took over the concrete business or the construction business that your father had. Then you were like, I don't want to do that. And so then he gave you money, or you were given money, or you got a loan because of your family's name to open a gym. That fucking even fell apart. And I don't even know if you're still running that anymore. That may be closed. You're going to tell somebody who went and fought for our freedom, all of our freedom, even the world's freedom, technically, that they don't deserve whatever the fuck they want? No, fuck you, dude. If a veteran comes back here after fighting in a war and is here still, and they want a dragon's tail, if they want fucking horns implanted in their head, if they wanted to turn themselves into anything, here's the money. Fuck it, dude. I don't give a flying fuck what you want to do, homie, because you fought for the freedom for you to do that, bro. Yep. So
dude,
what
if the country's gonna spend $38 billion on a freaking on some tow missiles, they can freaking give you a vagina if I want one. Like,
dude, they should be able to extend your penis and give you vagina while making your arsehole deeper or something. Like, if you want to be modified as fuck, bro, or chica, or whoever you are, however you do, you should get that after you fight for our freedoms. Because the only reason I get to look like this and I get to like have a split tongue and have all these modifications and all these things is because wonderful people like Skits Crusher and other people like Lizard, my father, and a handful of other people did take horrible experiences that unfortunately most of them cannot get out of their brains a lot of times, or every once in a while you have a flashback or other things, and it does not make life easy, and or being experienced to the burn pits or Agent Orange or other things like that give you debilitating ailments and or break down or give you block, you know what I'm saying? Like I know barely about the burn pits, and I know that's the most recent thing that we've come to understand that is a horrible thing that our
there's
recent
a lot of
veterans
things
went
about
through.
that time. Vietnam, Korea, World War II, even World War I. We were not taught in school. All the reality of the stuff. My husband told me stories because his father and uncles were in World War II. So he heard all the stories that you didn't hear back here. All the atrocities that were performed by other countries.
I heard a lot about Vietnam I know. I saw it. God damn it. I heard a lot about Vietnam, not from my father because he wouldn't talk about it very much, but going to the bars and stuff and talking to people. They were like, yeah, well, I had to go and blah, blah, blah. And, and then when a lot of these people came back, they were getting spit in their face like my father and stuff because they were called baby killers. And honestly, they weren't. None of them went out there to do that to those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, that were children involved, unfortunately. Unfortunately, but none of them went out and they said, go and take over this blah, 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 because babies are there. No, they thought it was a stronghold for the Viet Cong. Is that what they were? It was that's what it was, right?
Viet Cong,
Okay. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure, or whatever. Then they did all that, and then they all went in and were like, "Oh my god, there's fucking kids and babies." They didn't do it because they were like, "Go kill the babies." No, that's not what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I don't have blue with me, but I'll just keep taking shots. So
Teddy's like, let's go, hurry up, let's go.
let's go.
Yes, you realize I don't have Coke. I forgot. I still got a little bit. Like I think I got like 2 glasses of Coke left.
Oh, I thought it was the other type of Coke.
How many shots were this already? Like,
oh, wasn't the kind of Coke we were thinking about?
Right. So I'm doing a line every time. He's like, "Hey, that's not fair."
Oh, I thought that's the kind of Coke we were taking. Never mind. Anyways.
Speaking of Vietnam.
Yeah,
they took speed there. Just saying.
Yeah, no amphetamines. And then my best friend's father was force-fed, well, at least what he told us, and he was taken out of the army because of this. He said he was force-fed bad LSD from his commanding officer in Vietnam, and he had a bad trip and a bad experience, and then he was taken out of the military. And his dad always acted fucking weird. I don't know if it was because of that or he was just already a weirdo, but his dad
helped it out.
Well, his dad eventually got arrested for murdering a dude because he showed up to his trailer park with the door open. He went inside, and one of the next door neighbors was inside stealing his shit, and then he pulled out his gun, and homie ran back to his trailer, went inside of his trailer, and my friend's dad went into the trailer and shot him dead, and then went back to his trailer, sat down, opened a beer, and called the cops and said, "Yeah, I just killed my neighbor because he went to my house." And the cops came and were like, "You can't shoot somebody in their own house after they break into your house. Like, if he would have been in your house and you shot him dead,
difference.
Yes,
yeah, we could do something. Yeah,
but you ran 100 feet and went into somebody else's house and then shot him dead." And so his dad went to prison for life because of the way that it happened. And then they found drugs because they found inside of his establishment. So cheers. Here, let's do more. Cheers, bro. Salute, Slanche, Lahayam, Skull, whatever the other thingy-mabobbers are.
What is Ukrainian for cheers?
Prost.
Prost? Oh, yeah, that makes
sense.
sense.
I don't know what.
I don't know.
Bad vodka.
Anyways, drink a lot.
So
okay. I'm really sorry, but I do have work in the morning. So
okay, brainless.
I'm not doing the shots anymore.
Not down for another 5.
Yes, I understand. I understand.
But like if it was one every now and then, but like look how like you fucking did like 6 in a fucking row, bitch.
Well, you sent 20 to Mango, 10
lightweight.
to
Well, with drinking, I'm a lightweight. Let's clarify that.
Right? If you're doing like dab for dab or something.
They were giving you saltpeter in fucking boot camp?
That was always a rumor. I don't know. Yeah, I heard they did it so you wouldn't get horny or something.
Well, yeah, that's what I heard, but I thought that was a rumor.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think the fact I'm in a room with 100 other guys is why I didn't get horny. You know.
Well, that doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in Weekenders, which was with 200 other dudes for the whole weekend, you'd wake up with a boner, and as soon as you like look across from you, you're like, never mind, fuck that bullshit.
But come on, like, if you would be waking up with a boner and like would be looking around and Skits was sleeping next to you.
That's different, but we're talking about jail. We're talking about jail inmates. All of them are fugly. You know what I'm saying? Like they got one arm, they got half of an eye. You know, like they got no hair on one side. They got 3 toes on each foot. You know, like no. You look over, you're like, nope, not interested.
That's some Alabama shit right there.
Yeah, exactly. Similar. All right, so let's hear what this veteran says and how he fucking owns her punk ass.
My service. No, sir, I wasn't talking about your service. I was talking about today's military. Again, you've gotten that twisted, and I'm sorry that you believe that.
What you said.
He could have gotten out of the military yesterday, bitch. You don't fucking know. Just because he looks older doesn't mean that he's wasn't just in the service.
Yeah,
right?
He could have been a high-ranking officer and just retired.
Just exactly. So, bitch, you don't fucking know what you're talking about, you fucking Neanderthal cunt.
I read the text.
No, sir, didn't hear my full message.
Yeah, here's the problem.
Hold on. Let me just amplify the audio.
Yes, please.
Okay, there we go.
I'm out and argue with me,
You
but I did
cast
not say that.
disparaging things against the Jewish
sir, I
community.
did not. No,
You
sir, I have
suggested
not.
a space laser.
No, sir, I have not. No, sir.
Yes,
I
you
have
have,
not.
bitch.
The
Yes,
United
you
States
have.
Congress,
No, sir,
and
I
you're
have not.
ashamed.
No,
Liar.
And
Fuck her. Exactly.
I'm really horribly saddened that the 14th district has gone to such craziness. And one of them said to me, Millie, he said, sir, it would be cheaper if we left everything. I said, where does this guy come? Where does he come from? A brand new airplane cost $128 million, right? I said, you mean you think it's cheaper to leave it than to fill it up with a little fuel? And fly it the hell out to, even if you just fly it to Pakistan, then you bring it back home or you fly it back home. Most of them can make that journey, right? Oh, it's better to leave it there. I don't want to tell you what I had to go through with these people. Some of the dumbest people I've ever met in my life.
Do you know why they said that? You obviously don't, because we have military outports, outstations, military places all around the world. Why would we have to bring every time military? It doesn't always need to be here. We have places to keep them. So if we need to launch an attack from another country, from another place to get there faster, like let's say China, let's say some other place, Taiwan, let's Antarctica. The fucking penguins finally revolt. The closer that you have the military services in those areas, the more. He never said that what we're saying is we're leaving them there for them to have, you dumb cunt. What they're saying is, why do we need to bring them back to the Americas when they can just sit there for fucking a month and then we can teach people how to use them as well? Because that's the other thing that we do around the world, is we teach other militaries how to use some of the newer technologies that we feel comfortable with by sharing with them, right? There's no reason to bring them back, you dumb cunt. You're the idiot that doesn't understand the way that this fucking world works, you twat.
Later, Ollie. I hope you feel better soon.
Bye, Ollie.
Later, Ollie. Okay, so I'm sorry, Ollie. I didn't check the side of my chat because
I just saw it pop up.
Engaged.
Yeah.
I'm engaged in this so fucking far because the idiocracy of this. So here's another shot. Jesus. Bad vodka. Okay, so now that he said that dumb shite, let's get further into what I was gonna get into next.
But I would also like to say that
Yes,
the
please.
people who's the dumbest people he's ever had to deal with were United States veterans and fucking congressmen. Like these, fuck you, dude.
Arizona Senate candidate.
That is the major reason why it's such a fuck you, because his cunt ass does not. He went on when he was president. He went on and goes, I understand all of the fucking every international thing. I know where their missiles are. I know more about the military than the military does. What, punk? How the fuck do you know more about the military than the military does? You know the strategies better than the fucking military. Like, how much crack are you smoking, motherfucker? Like,
I'm
what
not saying I
the
was a
hell?
high-ranking officer or the high-end logistics of everything, but I was an NCO, and I do know for there are reasons and everything like that, as you said, for leaving gear over there. You might need it again. It's expensive. It's not just filled up the jet and send it to the United States. That's a pilot that you have to do, a co-pilot, and all the logistics of getting there, the safety of those soldiers that have to bring that equipment back, all the chemicals and shit that they have to be exposed to.
And then where do we put it? Do we have an airfield that is just open that has it?
Exactly.
Otherwise,
We'll just send it to a boneyard.
Our airfields are already.
And a lot of
fucking
time that
full.
stuff's not even taken over by it's taken over by ship, not by an airplane.
No, yeah, most likely, yeah, and exactly. Something most likely you would put on an aircraft carrier. They would put it under deck, and then it would drive it to blah blah blah. But once again, if you want to, we want to have strategic placement of certain technologies in certain places so that we can. Yeah, boneyard bound chicka bound.
Giggity.
Giggity.
Yes, and Luke Beasley is fucking amazing. Everybody go and subscribe to him because he puts out awesome content constantly. Anyways, there are multiple reasons why you would do certain things like that. And even if it was the best of it's most likely not the top of the technology because he doesn't fucking understand that concept. But let's say it was close to being the top. Why not fucking sell it to a military that it's already fucking landed in and then buy another fucking jet that's in the Americas or have the industrial complex build another fucking thing, right? He doesn't know the concept of, he doesn't know how to make money or he doesn't know how money works because he's been given so much fucking money. I just found this out the other day. His father's estate and inheritance is still funneling money to him. He is still making $1.5 gazillion through the funneling of his dad's father's estate. So he may not be a billionaire, but he has $1 million at the least or around hundreds of thousands of dollars. So he can do whatever he wants. And then he goes on TV and goes, they're taking all my money. This is going to bankrupt me. Like, I need you all to give me money. I'm going to sell my trading cards, my NFTs for $90 each or whatever the fuck it is. And there's 24 of them. And it's like, dude, bro, you don't need to be making more money, dude. Your kids and everybody in your family has $1 gazillion. I understand that your wife needs to be paying the pool boy to keep fucking her, but it can't be $1 million a fucking day, bro. Like, what the fuck, Like, I mean, and I would bang her for fucking $0 anyways, but we'll talk about that later and hit me up, Melania. Anyway,
get my digits, yo.
Yeah. I'll give you the dicking you never had before. Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Why do I have the feeling that Donald Trump's never given Melania an orgasm in her life?
Dude, he doesn't know, his micro penis cannot fit far enough inside of the vaginal cavity to even have that happen.
Yeah.
He literally has to cuck himself out with the pool boy because his dick is big enough to fill her vagina.
But
and
you know what? Narcissistic as he is, he probably makes it all about him. You know what I mean?
No. What he does is he makes the pool boy wear a mask of him. And he just watches himself fucking Melania, and yeah, that's he cuts himself out for show.
God.
Anyways, yeah, boofing or funneling or whatever. Dude, yeah, no. Okay, let's keep going. So here's Carrie Lake talking about how she still believes that she and Trump won the election. Because there are so many bad people that are just, they're just making it so that election integrity is not a thing. And there's so many people that are behind faking the elections that like nobody's been caught, but like there's much corruption. Okay.
He stoked racial hatred, not even hatred. He stoked. I don't believe there was that racial hatred. He tries to act like America's a racist country. America's the least racist country.
Boofing.
And
I
he
know
stoked
boofing.
that to try to get votes and to push fear.
No, we totally know what boofing is, and I hope that your thing isn't taking 2 digits in all 5. Let's serve knuckle joint. God damn it! I hope that's the. I mean, I usually just call that Thursday night, but anyway, that's just a Thursday. Anyway, see, anybody want to hit me up if you want to have that happen to you? Anyways,
fear. And he had such an ability, if he would have wanted to bring America together, and he squandered that.
So there was no racial hatred.
Oh my Jeebus Christ. Okay. So she is saying now that Jesus, racism is the reason why, but there's not. But then again, and then she's saying that, of course, whatever. But let's listen to this crazy bitch.
Because of what he's doing in power right now. What is he doing that's racist?
Contempt for America.
But what's the racist part of it?
Sorry, I need to go back. So, Obama is the reason why there's racism in America.
Please, here's an example.
You mentioned that Obama's racist because of what he's doing in power right now. What is he doing that's racist?
Contempt for America.
But what's the racist part of it?
Look what he's doing to the gay community. You don't think what he's doing is hurting them?
What is he doing?
Homosexuality is not a race. Right?
What is he doing to the gay community?
Yeah. He's got a point. Homosexuality is not a race.
It's not a race.
Yeah, of course. No, of course. But besides that, what is fucking Obama doing in the zeitgeist right now? A motherfucking nothing, dude. Like, how often do you see Obama in the headlines other than these douche nozzles bringing him up and saying he's?
But he's not like in your face.
No, you know Michelle Obama is technically more in politics right now than Obama is, even though she's not exactly. But what does this have to do? And it's so weird that they say that there was no racism in America until Obama became into office.
That's bull, and they know it.
Well, of course they know it, but you know what that is nobody wanted to talk about black people until he became president, and now all of a sudden, we got to talk about
term. Did they want to really talk about black people?
Oh, no, of course, because that was the major fucking middle finger to them as well. That oh my God, America wants a fucking black president twice. Like, no way, that's got to be fake, bitch. You and your cousin standing right behind you or right next to Beasley or in between you both, just because you keep fucking each other doesn't mean that your DNA is getting any better. Like, literally, you're just devolving your own DNA.
The DNA is getting purer.
Yeah, which means
you don't get it, Slim.
Which means that's when you're going to get more slack jawed and you're going to get more fucking other diseases like a gray vagina, just like Shani's got. Anyways, let's keep going on. I know. I had to go there.
Why you had to bring her?
No. I'm jumping around. You got to follow me. I'm quick.
So this bitch is like, we were talking about this. We were talking about this, but then she changes it, and then she's like, oh, you need to follow me, even though he asked her a question, and she should be answering it. But then she changes the subject because her brain is so smooth and has one coil in it that she can only think about one thing at once.
Homosexuality is not a race, right?
No. I'm jumping around. You got to follow me. I'm quick.
The racism in this country.
You're quick? No, you're not the quick one. You're the one that is.
You gotta be quick.
You're slower than a snail in slow motion.
No, you are slower than a snail that's been frozen in the Antarctic ice for fucking millions of years, and then barely somebody is getting close to pulling you out of the ice. And even if you did defrost them, they would still move at 0.0 distance. So no, you are the idiot here, not us, you dumb cunts. Like, do you all not realize that, like, y'all wearing like the same fucking thing?
Yeah,
you have a flag draped around you. there's American flags. Y'all have the same fucking hat. Like, do you not realize that you're the sheeples? You're telling us
and how disrespectful is that to the
having
American
the American
flag?
flags wrapped around them like that is desecrating the American flag.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
I
that is desecration.
I saw a comedian doing a bit about that earlier.
When I was
on
young,
TikTok. That was fucking awesome.
When I was younger, and you did anything, okay, so I was in the Boy Scouts. I did like the pre-military stuff. I forgot what that's fucking called. And yeah, I did some of that. What I was taught is the flag does not get touched by anybody, anything, especially the motherfucking ground, unless blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a regiment to folding the flag.
Right.
It had to go into the what is it called? What is it called? Skits when you get it into the triangle.
Yeah, you just fold it up into the triangle. Yeah.
Okay. But we were taught all that, and then I actually have burned handfuls of flags because they were torn, they faded, and a handful of other things happened to them. Or if they did touch the ground, we actually had to burn them if they did, because technically your flag is never.
That's how you dispose of them. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so I went through the whole process of understanding the concept of not desecrating a flag. These motherfuckers are running around and put fucking eagles on the middle of it, fucking put guns in the middle of it, fucking put words in the middle of it. They distort the fucking stripes and the stars.
I would go so far as like all the blue flag, the Blue Lives Matter flags and the red flag. If you're gonna say it's disrespectful to do one thing to the flag,
right?
You can't say that's okay.
Yeah, exactly, Timely.
The one thing I've gotten in fights with people over the blue line flag, though,
go ahead.
is it's not an actual American flag that they discolored to make that way.
Is it like a black and white or whatever?
Yeah, it's like black and white with the blue line in between, which represents order from chaos.
Okay,
the original,
that I can understand.
One
blue
of the
line
only
flag
problem,
was a black background with the white with the blue line between it.
One of the only problems that I have.
But go ahead, Slim.
One of the only problems that I have with some of those flags with lines being colored just different ways is, to a lot of people, it means showing pride to that thing. But underlying, there are gangs, and that means racist ass shit as well. So it's really fucking weird because, like, if you look into the culture that we're in right now, and certain
I'm just saying the looks of it. People think it's an American flag
I know.
made that way, and it's not. It's made.
No, I get you. I get you.
It's not actual American flag, so it's
But
not
it's
a desecration.
It's almost like the "Tread on Me" flag that has turned into
the Gadsden flag. Has been
the Gadsden flag,
something completely different than it used to be.
Yep, exactly.
And
now. Exactly. No. Go ahead, Skits. Please go ahead first.
So I'm one of those people. It's like, as I've mentioned, I'm a veteran, but I am very pro First Amendment. So, like, it is the First Amendment. It is your right if you want to desecrate that flag. I think, in my opinion, go ahead. It is. You're doing it in protest.
Sure.
By all means, is it disrespectful? Sure, absolutely. But you don't go to prison for fucking disrespecting somebody.
Right. The thing is these people who we're looking at right now, they're like, don't desecrate American blah blah yakety schmackety, and they don't really realize the hypocrisy of them actually doing those things. And there's a lot of small symbology inside of a lot of things that a lot of people don't realize, like having a certain type of gun on a certain symbol, or having the snake wrapped around, having those certain stars in a certain place, having this certain color in a certain place, and a handful of other things means a lot of underground stuff. Like not Predator, but what's the gentleman from Marvel that was the ex-military dude that the Punisher. Sorry.
Punisher. Yeah, not
Punisher. So now if you see the Punisher symbol with certain lines in certain places, it's that's a racist thing.
I believe the guy that placed the Punisher is actually suing some police officers for that shit.
It's hilarious because he's a vigilante.
I fucking love it.
The whole idea of the Punisher is the fact that the police are incompetent, so the freaking Punisher has to go in there and do it.
But then they're putting it into the anyways, things like that. So what I'm gonna do real quick, I need to use the loo.
Okay.
So I'm going to begin playing
Lou.
Yeah. Lou said that I can pee on her.
To the loo, okay?
No, Lou said I can pee on her. She's got consent. There's an NDA signed and all that. And
as long as she gives consent, you can do what you want to her.
She's actually over here begging me to pee on her. Anyways,
oh my.
Hal Trucker says Lou Reed.
Totally that Lou, exactly. Anyways. And I will remember to turn it off. I will not make I will not do a Riley on the stream. So we will not do a Riley on stream. But anyways, I will be right back. I'm going to let this play a little bit more, and then we'll get further into this, and then we'll get into other people in a second. So here we go.
Slim. Keep your camera on for a bit.
I know.
Real Cyborg, please stand up.
Going to the gay community.
He's mean.
You don't think what he's doing is hurting them?
But homosexuality is not a race, right?
No. I'm jumping around. You got to follow me. I'm quick.
The racism in this country started with Obama.
Bullshit.
Excuse me?
Bullshit.
I'm sorry. Did slavery and Jim Crow not happen?
Racism started under Barack Obama.
No, the way
it is now.
So there it is.
The way it is now.
Do y'all remember?
Right?
Everything was fine and dandy. Racism had disappeared. It was gone. It was a thing of the past. And then it just so happens it all came back when the black man became president because he was going around and stoking it, I guess. Insane. Then it's not a Carrie Lake interview without her pushing election denial. Here's her saying that believing the 2020 election was legitimate is like believing the moon is made of cheese.
Yet he gets 81 million votes, the most votes in the history of this great country, more than Obama got.
Right.
This is crazy. They're asking us to check our logic, to check our common sense, to set aside our intelligence and believe these outrageous lies. These are like the kind of crazy lies.
But he did not have the popular vote.
Not at all. Not even fucking close.
Popular.
Even this non-American knows that. Oh, Global Mom changed back into Slim.
Yep.
Ah.
Actually, he's changed that. Yes.
Oh,
yeah, speaking of that, you guys like my Christmas avatar? I only do it on special occasions.
That's
On a special
very festive.
That's my my naughty librarian look.
Nice.
Festive.
Okay. Look at how she looks like a deer in headlights.
She really does.
She looks so scared.
That's must be like bad camera placement or something. She's really just looking up.
Yeah, it's really
well. The
weird.
lighting isn't very well. She got that the black background. They've got her face lit up.
Yeah,
but it's not very good lighting on their part.
No. She has so much pancake makeup on her fucking face too. Like it's it's not letting the light reflect off of all of the makeup she has on. But anyways, let's keep blowing a little bit more.
Like the moon is made of cheese lies. And, this is how insane it is.
So recognizing that every
let's just get further into her saying idiocracy.
Go to the store later, so I'll make sure to pick them up.
Some nice brie.
Maybe I'll
to do.
They're asking us to check our logic, to check our common sense, to set aside our intelligence and believe these outrageous lies. These are like the kind of crazy lies, like the moon is made of cheese lies. And, this is how insane it is.
And to the question I asked, she's absolutely correct.
Is that really
on
a lie?
Before moving on to the
who is still saying that shit too? Like
it's a joke.
From under doorknob head from under.
Oh God,
from under. Okay, so building up into that, let's get into this conspiratorial crazy bitch.
That it was globes everywhere. There's propaganda, but it's the truth. And you know how many people who don't believe it, they believe that we're, And
wait. Do you all not know about this bitch?
I knew about her. Candace Taylor.
This bitch?
I have seen her before, but I can't.
Yeah, I may have seen her.
I believe she's on stream with David Weiss, Dearth, and somebody else, right?
Yeah, we went over her a little bit in a stream or 5 ago, or I don't know. But Skits, do you know who this bitch is?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Yes, you're welcome. And
isn't she from Georgia too? Isn't she from an elected official in Georgia too?
Well, yeah. When you hear her, when you hear her speak, you can definitely tell that. And then look at the background. It looks like she's in a padded room already.
Yep.
And then,
oh my god, it does.
Wall texture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they just drug in like some furniture to make her like feel good.
yeah.
Now, as soon as you're done with your stream, we're going to pull it back out. So don't do anything stupid, or we're going to end it early.
Well, see, they gave her pokey stuff so that she wouldn't run into it because she learned her lesson last time.
Actually, what you don't know is on either side, there's a male orderly with like cow prods.
No, they have cattle prods. There's definitely somebody under her desk with a cattle prod right next to her vagina in case she gets out of order.
Ready to go.
A nurse with the tranquilizer syringes.
But if somebody's there with a cattle prod close to her vagina, like why is she still sitting still? Never mind.
No, because it's not being hit yet. It's not being hit yet.
It's near inches.
But why is she sitting still? Why is she sitting still? Why is she not moving? Like then she gets some fun.
Yeah, sure, exactly.
Sorry,
anyways,
the rest of this to take that. I will not be able to join.
Bad vodka. Anyways.
Okay.
Here we blow.
Globes everywhere. There's propaganda, but it's the truth. And you know how many people who don't believe in flat Earth? They believe that we're in a solar system. They reach out to me. They're like, Candace, you know what? You're right. I have been looking in stores, and there are globes everywhere.
Oh my God, there's globes everywhere. Why?
Oh my God, you mean like in reality?
What else would we be promoting if it's a globe? Let's just go ahead and confuse the fuck out of our kids and say there's donut Earths. Let's go ahead and confuse the fuck out of our kids and say there's cute. Let's say
I get it.
Well, I get it. But why would anybody? Why would you go to fucking an educational store and they have anything other than a motherfucking globe that is to scale, that has all those fucking numbers on the side and the different distances and a key, which is the scaling of what you need to see, and also the other demonstrations of some of the symbols that are also on there as well. And that's what a key is for.
I totally get it now. The whole globe, it's a nanny state thing, right? So people were going around. They had all the flat Earths and they poked their eyes on them at the store. So like, nah, we got to make this safe. So they made them in little spheres so they can poke their eyes out.
Exactly.
They almost poked their eyes out with the flat Earth. Anyway.
Exactly.
Those pesky edges. They were sharp.
God damn the fucking ice wall.
Kids, that is the best one ever.
Yeah, somebody clip that fucking shit.
You know what it was? It's those maps that have that big old Mount Meru and as the North Pole. Kids were using it and poking other kids, so they had to do something.
No, some kids were using it for. Never mind.
Some kids sticking their dicks through it, and never mind.
Toys and there's globes in the decorations, and you said that on your show, and people thought you were crazy, but it's true. Why are they pushing the globes? And I said
they're not pushing the globe. It's called reality.
Why would you push the globe?
It's just sitting on a desk. Teacher's not going, you will believe there to the globe. Smack your hand. It's not how that works, honey.
That's how they get all the rulers. They just cut up all the flat Earths.
Tubian, they claim it's for money and stuff like that. They lie to get money.
Well, hold on.
That's part of it.
The outside of the Antarctic wall are the other lands. And the other lands have all the resources that the world needs for all the peoples. But for some reason, every government is hiding that for no reason.
Yeah, you forget it's lands that nobody knows about. But yet, when you look at the maps, they all have names.
Yeah, and they all have names.
But nobody knows about them.
But every government is letting their people starve to death, knowing they have all of this extra land to farm and to make produce and or to mine or get resources out of. But no, Africa's just gonna let like all of their people die of starvation every time there's a fucking a heat wave or there is a where the waters don't come around anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my god.
Yeah, well, that's a different thing. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, let's blow on a little bit more with this.
Spend billions of dollars a month, but they try to say that I'm crazy because I said that, and they still go on my social media and my comments and they say, "Are you seeing globes everywhere, Candace? Are you seeing globes?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am."
So yes, Carrie Lakes,
because you're a fucking idiot. That's why.
Nozzle. She was talking to that dude's nozzle.
You're so dumb. That's what. Yeah, of course they were talking to Flat Earth Dave.
But there is a war that's happening against our republic.
Con man. He's a con man. He really is.
Of course he is. The way that he talks, the way that he says things, the way that he presents
it's all
things.
to push his app. Everything he has now pushes his that Flat Earth Sun and Moon app. Everything.
He spends so much time and energy on his presentations that he definitely understands the concept of he knows. Just like
he knows he's lying. Of course
just like the top ones. They understand and they know that they're
I think what's it what's the guy's name again? Major what was it what's his name again? I forgot. Like he's just so far in like he if he says anything different now then like he's losing his business. He's losing any credibility that he had.
Who's the number one flat earther and he's making $1 zillion still fucking being that. And then Eric Dubay is making money through that and other conspiracy theories.
I miss Bob.
Santos and a handful of other people.
But we have Bob in our hearts, so that's all
Rest
that matters.
in peace, Bob.
Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob, and rest in peace.
Well, in Jeranism,
I actually
the
think
thing with these flat earthers
he was a good dude.
Is you see how when somebody decides to go back to the globe, how they treat that person. We're talking death threats, you know, slander, the whole controlled opposition, the whole 9 yards. You know, it's like
how they treated
literally is a
Ranty.
cult. It literally is a cult in that respect.
Yeah, that's the thing with how they treated Ranty.
Rachie, the way they're treating Rachie.
Oh Jesus!
You know, she's better off not. She realizes I'm better off not being in that group anymore.
For real,
man.
You know?
We finally turned her. All right, I'm gonna go and try to hook up with her.
I don't think she's quite turned for everything, but she's been taking on Flat Floyd lately and other people lately, and calling them out for their bullshit.
I was one of the first people who was like, Rachie, here's how you figure this stuff out. And I was like, here's the maths and here's what, and I gave her most of the information she needed. And then I said, there's one mathematical equation that you are not doing, but I told her all the other ones. And I said, this is how you, and she goes, you're being a dick because you're not actually telling me and I'm like, it's easy. There's one more step you need to do to figure this out. And she actually came on our channel a handful of times, and
I think she's been ready. She was ready to turn years ago, but she just
and especially she saw.
Yeah.
Well,
she
especially
couldn't really quite make that complete turn. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's because she saw all the sexy curves on me, and she's like, "There's got to be a globe."
Yeah, I saw them. Yeah, of course.
It's got to be around Earth. Anyways,
you saw your poll, and that was it.
For all you guys that and gals. And whatever you want to be, if you want to check her out, or link us in the side chat.
There we go.
Yeah,
okay, anyways, let's
she does really good videos. I tell you, she does.
I've always thought she was pretty smart. Just like she just couldn't connect the final dots.
Yes, that's what I mean. She was ready, but she just couldn't quite get there.
Was not intellectual. But like she was just so.
But that's why I kept trying to push her, and I wanted her to like learn her own shit. I was like, I'm not going to give you all of the math equations every single time.
Yeah, she has,
But
Al.
the first couple things that she did, I was like, okay, the reason why you're flat on your hardwood floors, putting your camera here at this certain altitude and doing this isn't the perfect representation of this, because there's a certain math equations that you need to have in there. And hopefully all of us were the pushing inspiration to her and keep saying, no, you all say you need to do your own research. You go do this. And like I said, I'm not going to give you the answers. I gave her the resources to figure out the answers. And I think part of that, and her coming on our channel a couple times,
but she had to come to it in her own time as well.
And that's why I didn't give her the answers. I said, that's why I thought saying it in the way that I said it was going to get her to find her own way, and not because every time we tell flat earthers, here is the math, here is the equation, here the proof, they're like, oh, well, you're just following the doctrine of blah, blah,
it literally, I think that and other things literally showed her, maybe you need to look at what these flat earthers are saying. Because she even said, I started looking into what they were saying and realized it's complete crap.
Yeah, and that's why I kept saying
she realized the more and more she started, she's like, I've been believing in a whole bunch of BS and stuff.
Yeah.
And,
Well, and that's why I said, and we'll get onto the shit. That's why I said to her, here is the math equation. I'm going to take one part out. The way that I know this is because I know how the maths work, not that I'm following a doctrine. You gave us this math equation, but you didn't give me this, this, and this. If I gave you the other two things that you didn't provide, there's one more thing you need to provide to prove that that is it. And that would prove the globe still. And then she kept asking me, what am I missing? What am I missing? And I'm like, look up how equations are, and eventually she's like, oh, I figured this out. And then she did send me something that had, but again, it didn't work because she was on nobody's fucking wood boards in their house are technically flat.
No,
100%. They'll go, you know what I'm saying? No, there is no structure built in the world that is 100% 90 degrees on every fucking corner or whatever. That is an impossible thing. Everybody is off by degrees. Even if it's one, there's no structure in the world and will never be built that will be 100% 90-degree angles every single place, because it is on different ways, and then you have to put different things together to make it, and blah blah blah, yakety schmackety. Even the fucking pyramids, the Mayan, the Egyptian, and a handful of other
certain test facilities.
Well, I'm saying buildings and structures, like large scales. Even those ones, they're still not 100% exactly to the gazillionth of the millimeter. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be, because that's the way the world works here. Anyways, let's keep blowing on to this cunt for a hot second.
I think that's a fair assessment. I think there was a coup when they stole our election in Arizona. There was a coup and a takeover of our state government. The people,
a citation needed, bitch.
Was taken from them when they rigged an election, and they installed people.
Except for that, you went in front of how many courts, and so is Donald Trump, and they shoot it down. Even though the weird thing that happened with Carrie Lake is they did take it to a higher court at one point, and then the higher court said, let's pass it down to a lower court, even though they were laughing at them the whole time. I think it was just to get her to pay more money out. I really think that it was just like, hey, bitch, if you're that dumb, you go spend $30,000 more down in a lower court trying to fucking approve it. Remember, if you are going through a court process and they put you further down the process, you're losing. It's only when you go further up the chain that you actually have a fucking case.
West Side Girl, hey, how you doing? West Side Girl, I just heard news that Trump got kicked off the primary ballot in Colorado by the Supreme Court of Colorado. He went to court battle with them to get his name put on that, didn't he?
But I thought we lost that. I thought he could. I thought he could in Colorado. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Let's keep blowing on. Let's just go with this twat whistle saying this.
In our state government who were not duly elected. And this is why I continue to fight every day.
Oh,
It was a takeover, a coup of the.
And then we're just going to get into the last ending of this crazy bitch saying this.
Pictures, they're 19 and 20.
Nice.
And, they're in your generation. And I will leave you with this. As bad as things seem to be, and they are right now, I believe that God put us all here at this moment for a reason. Just as our founding fathers were there at that moment, and it was only 3% of them roughly that decided, hey, let's not have this king, across the pond tell us what.
Citation needed, bitch. I don't believe
Queen.
She literally said she well, and not just that, but she literally said 3% of the government was only against it. No, there was a whole fucking dumping of the tea in the fucking bay, and a bunch of people, and then everybody did say, "No, fuck them," and we are going to be our own sovereign nation. Is that the right?
But also, like,
aren't we already
our own nation?
What does her imaginary friend have to do with this shit?
Right.
Well, see, that's the major scapegoat that all these people use, is somehow Guy is giving them power or showing them, right before they go to sleep, God talks to them or Jesus talks to them, and then they believe that they are being empowered into these justice crusades. I want to call it a crusade because that's what I believe they feel that what this bullshit
They do
is.
feel it's a crusade. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, even though it's technically not, because Carrie Lake, what are you going to actually achieve by doing this when it's fucking fake? Like, what's going to happen next time you try to get elected? The only thing that's really happening with these fucking weirdos is they're making $1 gazillion off of these fucking ignorant people and not know to not throw money at them. But what are you going to do next year?
Yeah.
What it's not going to keep going on forever, just like Trump, just like Lauren Boebert and a major green twat. You're about ready to be kicked out of motherfucking Congress and or the Senate or your fucking shit. What are you going to do from there? Major green twat fucking wrote a book, or actually somebody ghost written her book for her, and nobody's fucking buying it. She thought she was going to make $500,000 off of her fucking book. That's not going to happen. What do you all think you're going to motherfucking do? Make a fucking movie or film about your life because you're a fucking wannabe fucking person who is an actual loser in life? Like,
well, there's just one thing, like, they're actually all quite stupid, like, especially Trump. Trump is put in such a bad light. If he would have stepped back, like a couple of months back, it was sort of like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna let myself put myself up for re-election, and like he just had somebody that did it for him, like that was like his puppet, because he could. Like he would have been, like he would not have been in so much trouble, like like because now everybody's putting a light to him.
See, you know what Trump motherfucking should have done, just like Carrie Twat and Major Green Twat and Lauren Fartbert. As soon as y'all started losing, y'all should have just fucking started a TV motherfucking show just like Trump did. You fucking fired or whatever.
Right.
Dude, you know how much money you make being involved in a TV show where you're the executive producer or a side producer, and you are an actress in it, also being involved with the production and stuff.
Right.
You get paid like a crap ton of money. Like Trump made a stupid amount of money being on The Apprentice.
Oh,
Is
yes,
that what
he
it was?
did.
Is it stupid? Is that what his
The-
stupid
the-
ass
The
fucking bullshit was
Apprentice.
called?
Yeah.
The Apprentice.
Okay. I don't know. I watched barely no episodes
And he did like
of it
Celebrity
except for
Apprentice, which
yeah,
is
except
more well
for the
known.
only thing I ever saw was him going, "You're fucking fired," or "You're fired."
Well, that's where it came from. That's where it came
no, I
from.
know.
You're
And
fired.
that's the
came
only.
from.
That's the only thing I
And
ever
I
saw.
believe he copyrighted or trademarked it or something like that too.
And then it was a meme for a
Mhm.
gazillion years.
Wait.
When
So
somebody did
nobody
something
can
wrong.
tell their
You're
employees they're fired?
No, you can't
No, you
say
can't
the
use it.
inflection. You can't say the
use it.
inflection.
Well, no,
Yeah,
you can't
like,
use it to
What
make
if
money
that's
off
your
of it.
your
Basically,
natural way of speaking?
You have to say, I'm sorry to tell you that you are fired. You can't say you're fired. Otherwise, you'll get sued. You have to say, I'm sorry to tell you that we have to let you go. We have to let you go. And that's what you had to say after that happened was you couldn't say you're fucking fired anymore. So
Tried to sue like
Get the fuck
TV
out of
shows.
here.
I'm like,
That's what you gotta say. Get the fuck out of here.
literally tried to sue people that said you're fired. No,
Well,
or
to make
people
if
said,
you trademarked it in to make money, I could see that. But if you're just saying it in real life, they're words. You can't trademark that.
and whoever
You know what I mean?
motherfucking says that to their employees anyways. Nobody
No,
tells
they say we have to
their
let you go or
employee-
you're laid off. They don't say fired, really fired.
They say I'm very sorry to tell you this, but because of the turn of events that have happened in the recent time of your history being here as an employee, we have to let you go, and we hope that you can still use us as a resource for you getting an ability. You know what I'm saying? That it's a very PC the way that you got let go recently. But anyways, Jesus Christ. Mango, how close are you to getting what you need? Just let us know right quick
$20
about that.
20 bucks.
Okay, well, let us know how close we are, because like if I have to work the street corner again under the street light, I'll do it.
He can make 20 bucks quite easily, I'm sure.
I'll definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on. I'll definitely do this. Well, this is how this works.
and demonetized.
No, it will definitely get. Well, I'll cut it out later, but you can. No. What is the Canadian group that did all the weird fucking sketch comedy stuff back in the 90s?
You're talking about Kids in the Hall?
Yeah. Thank you.
Slim.
Yes.
2 shots.
I don't have any more shots, but I will drink the fuck out of the alcohols.
Oh, that's kids. 2 shots for you.
I will.
Did I buy my own shots?
You gotta buy your own. Yep, you're buying your own shots.
I just bought 2 shots.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
I donated them to Mango.
Oh, fantastic! Well,
so she's 10 away.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Because she needs to take.
Am I still sharing or am I not sharing?
No, you're not sharing. So you're not carrying, you bitch.
I just wanted to make
you're
sure.
You're not carrying, is that what she said?
Sharing is caring. So, anyways, here we blow. So this is. I don't know why we're talking about this because I kind of forgot because I may be a little drunk at this point.
Just a little bit.
Tell me about
it. A little bottle of alcohol.
Good evening. I was wondering if I could interest either of you lovely ladies in a date.
Get last copper.
Oh, no. I'm not a copper. I'm just an average Joe in an overcoat looking for some special fun.
Buzz off, you pig. We could smell you coming a mile away.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Okay, let's go to the second one. Here's the second one.
You holding out on me? You holding out on me? Are you holding out on me? Are you holding out on me? Yeah! That's all I wanted to hear. See, keep the line of communication open. Okay, let's get the horn started.
Oh my Jeebus. Okay, let's get to them doing this part. Okay. Here we go. Okay. He's got an inhaler.
Girls, got any money for me tonight? Not yet, Rudy. It's slow night, eh? I don't want to put any unnecessary pressure on you, but I'm sort of running out of adrenaline. We'll see what we can do, Rudy. Thanks, girls. I'll check in a half an hour.
Oh,
that's how that goes. Hey, I need you hookers to give me more money so I can get my Ventolol.
Oh, I have it on a good authority that my lady friend here just sent in $10 as well. So.
Okay, well, I can just like swallow. I can swallow more beer. That's all I can do at this point. I'm sorry, I didn't get more vodka at the.
Well, no, slip. That's just the audience's fault.
I just sent in $10 as well, so she's 10 ahead now.
Because like
okay, just making
you didn't get any because like usually almost nobody buys you anything. So of course you didn't buy that much.
Okay,
it's the people's fault. It's the people's fault.
Wait.
It's not us, the government. It's the people's fault.
It is the humans' fault. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's keep going on with this for a second.
Go.
Oh, this is so fucking hilarious.
I already owe one.
Fair woman of the night.
Two.
Okay, well.
Live with me in my mansion and leave this dangerous life behind. I will shower you with the finest jewels and dress you in the finest clothes. You shall never want again in love or in life.
No.
No.
She's so pretty woman, right?
No, I meant to say yes. Oh, shit.
I can't believe it. I meant this once in a lifetime. I meant,
Oh, I know. You always do that.
You always do that. Yeah. You always do that every time somebody wants to give you.
You're welcome, Mango.
Jeebus. You're welcome, Mango. Let us know if we need anything else. Okay. That's I don't know why. I don't even remember why we were showing that. But anyways, let's see.
I just flow with the go.
Oh! I picked the wrong thing. It's news. And so let's go into this right quick before we leave. The George Santos stuff we'll go into for what the fuck in the near future.
Okay.
But let's listen to Veronica Swami's. I don't give a fuck about saying his name right because I don't give a fuck about this douche nozzle. But here we blow.
We have here Riley Miller. He's a law student.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna. There we go. We got more volume now.
University and a clerk in Marion County.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Office. He's a Republican who is currently undecided. Riley.
Thank you.
Totally use on drugs.
You have somewhat abandoned the tact and diplomacy that I would look for in a president. I'm all for keeping it real and dogging the establishment, but there's gravitas. And
Your pompadour needs to be redone, homie.
For some reason,
I'm going to.
The way he's dressed, and he says "keeping it real" and "dog the establishment." It just doesn't sound right. You know what I'm saying?
He looks like an investment banker.
He is the establishment.
And then he definitely looks like a red hat. But anyways, no. Look at this. Look at his hair is totally screwed. I mean, like, Jeebus.
Is that your MAGA hat for him?
Look at that. This is all, like, dude, bro, you should have fucking like had your hairdresser tell you whatever before you went. Never mind. Okay, I'm done for this second. And then we'll keep second. Yeah. I'm only done for this second.
That I look for.
Yeah.
How do you see the balance between keeping it being authentic and maintaining that presidential demeanor?
You're a plant, homie. You are a psyop. This dude is a motherfucking psyop, dude, because he looks like
that
the establishment.
On the left,
I know
the way he looks, and then him saying, yeah.
I know, Mama. That's exactly.
It just doesn't
I know
fit.
you were.
It just doesn't fit.
He's like, oh my god. So like, if the rich people
gotta
didn't
sound
live
hip to
as
the
rich or
kids.
something. Yeah. No.
I gotta say, being real and dogging it just to be hip for the kids.
And then, of course, Veramaswamy, whatever the fuck his name is dressing exactly like Trump. It's this.
Well, they all have the same look.
No, I know, and it has the flag pin
got
right
the red
here.
tie because it's power, right?
And it's red,
power.
and then yeah, and then it has
No, it's
the
red because it's communist. It's red because they're communists.
Well, that's you don't have to yell at us, brainless. But yes, exactly.
I get tougher questions from you guys than I do from me.
Sorry, I'm a bit drunk and I have my mic.
Just a
my
bit.
It's okay. No, it's okay. We all are.
Here's the
Tell me
standard.
about it.
Not me.
Holding myself to or holding
But I
any
talk loud anyways.
Yeah.
I want us to be able to look our kids in the eye and tell them that I want you to grow up and be like him.
You want to look your kids in the eye and say, I made a bunch of money off of selling fake drugs or drugs off of shelves from other companies, and I never created anything. Even my mother did not get her tested drug through the 3rd stages of being tested. I have never gotten any of my drugs. I just bought drugs from other people, and I repackaged them and sold them for a little bit cheaper, but still made millions of dollars off of that. Because I resold drugs.
It's been a long time since we've held our presidents to that standard. That's the standard I want you to hold me to. That's a high standard. Now, I think about that.
Why are you having your? Never mind. Like you should not have your suit jacket should not be open and your tie should not go past.
I was going to say that, Slim. He's standing up. He should have buttoned his suit jacket up.
Right?
Yeah, and he should not. He should not
my
have.
blazer, I do that.
He should and wearing this, you should not have this happen.
No. It looked very unkempt
You should not
that way.
Exactly, Emily. This shows. Will I ever wear a fucking suit jacket and a white fucking button-down shirt and a red tie? Hell, motherfucking no. But I do know what the symbology means is behind this, which is what we've been talking about earlier in this. There are certain things that happen that are certain symbology that make things show you a certain thing. And so him doing this is telling us a certain thing. And once again, he has the fucking button, he has the fucking tie, and he has the blue suit with the white fucking collar.
I can already see it. He's got his stylist in the back because they all have stylists when people that campaign.
He's got a stylist up his arsehole.
In the back,
So
probably going, I'm going to remember a new one. Look how oh my God. He probably heard it after that debate.
Yeah. So anyways, and you I'm going to be a complete dick cheese. You could only afford that ring for yourself, you homie, because you know that men buy their own rings for themselves. You only afforded this little douche nozzle ring. What does your wife's fucking ring look like, homie? Like, it's fucking insane, the difference.
It's like tangentially so this. I was talking to this one dude. Like this guy stopped in the parking lot. I was at a sheriff's department when I was working, and he was asked me directions somewhere, and I just couldn't help notice he kept tapping his ring on his freaking door. And I'm like, man, that's really annoying. And then I go and look at it, and this huge ring. I'm like, dude, what ring is that? Oh, that's my 1978 Super Bowl ring. I'm like, oh, okay then.
All right then. The
7-Eleven's down the road.
Yeah, that's the ring that has the right to tap, right?
Right.
Yes.
That thing was huge. It's like I had no idea they were that big.
They are.
No, they're fucking huge. But the other thing is, cool, bro, you did that, but does that mean that I need to like bow down and suck your ball sack?
Also true.
Like, yeah, cool.
Wow,
but
you accomplished something. Woohoo! Now, on what we're talking about.
A sports ball team.
And 30 years ago, you did that. Cool, whatever,
love that term. I love that term, a sports ball team.
Sports ball. No, that's my favorite thing to fucking say in front of people.
Guys did do that. You want to walk up and go,
goat.
woohoo, you accomplished that. Did you give birth to children? Okay, get the fuck out of my face. Okay.
Were you the water boy on the team? and you got the ring. Yeah, okay.
Right. Did you
But the
actually
other
work
thing,
for it?
the other thing is when people are like that towards me, or we get into those situations, I'm like, oh, I have 10 world records. Oh, I swallow a fucking 2-foot sword. And they're like, what the fuck? And it's like, yeah, bro, like I did something y'all can't do, you dumb cunts. If you spend enough time fucking running fucking the field or spending the time being a fucking
See, Slim, you could walk up to the guy with that Super Bowl ring and go, wow, you got a Super Bowl ring. You know how many other people, how many other football players have Super Bowl rings? Do you have X, Y, and Z? No.
Yeah,
you
exactly,
don't.
Tim. Yeah, no, that's what I do to a lot of people that are these gung ho fucking wannabe alpha males. They're like, I'm the best of the best, and then I'm like, yeah, I have my eyelids tattooed. I have the inside of my ears, in between my toes. I have, and they're like, what the fuck? And it's like, yeah, bro, your idea of being the best is that, but now that I told you this or I showed you, I can fucking lift a keg with my fucking ears. You're like, oh, well, there's different versions of being the best at different things,
Exactly.
right? Like,
aren't we all
cool.
like uniquely, like we're all part of a small group somewhere, right?
Somewhere.
Like you can do this, I can do this. I've been there, you know. It's like
what we always say is it takes a
kids,
village
not all
to
of
raise.
us.
But what we always say is it takes a village to raise a child, right?
Exactly.
That means that is not just one child that we're talking about. We're talking about a whole community, right? There needs to be a bread maker. There needs to be the fucking coffee maker. There needs to be everybody to raise a society, and that's how the world works. When these dumb cunts like, I'm better than other people because I figured out how to cool, bro. I can convince you to give me $1,200 to do fucking a show or something. Cool. Now your $30,000 that you stole from people, I made $1,200 out of it to do a show. Cool, bro. Like, who's the smarter one in this situation? You are doing illegal shit, or me, who's getting paid to barely do anything? You know,
y'all. We none of us have done anything spectacular. I mean,
I don't
doorknob
wanna
head.
know
We
what that
bow
means.
to you.
I don't
We bow
wanna
to
know.
you.
I don't wanna know.
No one can ever do that.
I don't want to know what that means.
Flip.
Citation
when
needed.
it comes down to farting. When it comes down to farting, who's the champ? Who's the champ?
Well, we thought you. But the problem is citation needed, doorknob head. We need to see the video in 6K, and we need
You have
different
to come on
examples.
stream, and we have to have the Google Translate at the ready.
We have to.
I've got my proof on Pip's stream.
Yeah. So
and Al
anyways.
Trucker Slim can drag big ass hose too in his sex dungeon.
Exactly. But once again, we need to prove this on stream for that to be. Anyways, let's keep blowing on with
You go forward. River, you want me to fart in? I'm here. I'm there.
No, we're down, but that's a whole nother stream that we'll do is the farting stream. Yes, and I am sure you can. Anyways, let's keep blowing on with. I hope that you have written permission from your employer if you're gonna fucking do that. Anyways, let's blow on a little bit further with this douche nozzle, and then we're gonna just end with this. Although eventually we will do the George Santos.
Yeah.
Is being questioned by I don't know how to say her name, but like that interview is fucking crazy, and we're gonna do what the fuck next in 2 weeks for that, because we have the rest. Well, I have the rest of this week, so the middle of next week will be done because Sunday and Monday are not going to be the normal things. We're doing pre-Christmas and then Christmas Day with Purple rhymes with orange, and with a handful of other people. Granny, what's her name? Brainless. Somebody knows. Godless Granny. Godless Granny.
Okay.
Yeah, and a handful of other.
I just want to say something. Like, you see this dude. Like, how do these Republicans capture non white ass fucking bitches. Like how can they stand in a room full of fucking racists and say I fucking agree with you?
Because they're
your
racist themselves.
hold on. When your family is an oil baron from another country and you have a gazillion dollars and you're going to these parties or you're talking with these people, they're not going to say these racist things in front of you at the time.
No, but you fucking see them on television.
No, I know, but once again,
you know they're fucking racist. Then you know they hate where you come from. Like,
but hold on.
Go ahead.
But they are getting benefits from in the oil trade or the whatever trade being involved with it. So if you're making $1 million or a gazillion dollars off of the Americans and they still say they fucking hate you being a Muslim, why would you care if you still are making $1 million off of us? So that's the thing, is it money talks and bullshit walks. So the more the money gets thrown into these different places, these different organizations, Iran, Iraq, handful of other places still have the oil trade. And so they're going to keep moving these things to get these things going on. And if Trump says, fuck, blah, 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 well, it doesn't matter because they're still giving money to them anyways. Like it's fake racism to some extent.
But then, like, do they have then they're even worse than the racists. Like,
well, because
then they just don't care about any fucking body. If you don't even care about like in quotes your own people.
If you have multi-million dollars and you were raised in being in that culture, you don't know that humans are humans, right? You are not involved with the people, the salt of their.
They're more shit than the racists.
And you're not involved with the people that are starving to death in the streets.
Involved.
Yeah, no, it's classism. Totally classism.
India is very classist.
Look at this rich
class system.
Look at this rich bitch that's in front of us. He doesn't understand the concept of ever being poor or what it's like to not drink water that isn't clean or any of those things like that. So in his mind, this is what he thinks is reality.
Yes.
When you travel the world or you tour or you have to be homeless and or other things, you see the world in a different light. And these douche nozzles, he's never understood what not having a clean white fucking button-down shirt means. He's never not had a clean button-down shirt. You know what I'm saying? And I hope everybody understands the concept of what I'm saying about that.
No, I get it. I was just pointing out, like, how much more of a douchebag, like, the Republican women and non-white people are.
Well, see, unfortunately
because if you for some reason don't understand other cultures and like that for some reason scares you, you're still an asshole, but still kind of get it. That's human nature. Like that's your monkey brain. That's saying that's scary. But like, if you choose to side with people that purposefully want to screw over people that are from the same background as you, what kind of piece of fucking scum are you?
I agree.
That's the problem.
People like that know no political ideology. That's just how they are.
When I see like people of color or women like fighting for those fucking racist white ass men.
Well, what's it called?
It just blows my mind. Sorry.
Well, what's it called? Not Munchausen syndrome, but it's the whatever. It's you are grown up in a society where you are the slave. How do you get out of that? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're
That's the
talking about
problem.
Stockholm syndrome, or
Yeah, there we go. And that's
or we call
mainly
it
what
battered
happened.
wife syndrome. It's kind of
Yeah,
similar.
and that's what literally happens with a lot of these cases.
What? Christian wife syndrome? What?
No, battered
Sure,
wife
sure.
syndrome, where you're in a situation where you're
Or
being
Christian wife syndrome.
where you're being
But-
beaten
but-
and
That's a
told
little
you're no
mean.
good, and you don't know how to get out of it.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's that's one of the major problems.
But I
with
think in this one, I'm right.
whole-
It's more Stockholm, which is more
Yeah,
kidnapper.
no, you're
related.
totally no, you're right. You're right. That's what it's called. So if you are 14 years old and you're told that you got to marry a 40-year-old,
Right.
and to have kids from them with them to propagate this religion, blah blah blah, yakety schmackety, you don't understand the concept of not being involved in that.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't know what.
indoctrination as well. So
Yeah, exactly. And grooming.
Yeah, and grooming.
Yeah, let's not talk about that city.
But we
So,
won't.
anyways, let's keep. Let's
I owe
blow
a
on
couple
a
of drinks
little.
to somebody.
There's a little
CF,
bit more.
my special lady friend.
Okay, cheers. Okay, so let's blow on a little bit more with this.
I did send in $10. Don't know if you
Judging
guys.
the way that I comport myself.
You don't have to take shots.
Am I
You're
gonna
my
tell
lady
kids to
bread
go to
too.
school and be a bully? No, I'm not.
That's true.
But I'm gonna tell them if somebody bullies you or hits you, you're gonna hit them back 10 times harder. And that's the way I'm gonna.
That's not how the world
You have
works.
to be, as we say in our family, you have to be strong enough to protect your kindness.
Oh
If you
God,
watch
you're
those
right with
debates
his
carefully,
hair.
I don't engage in four-letter words. I mean, there are other candidates.
He's got it
who call me
parted,
dumb,
which is so
scum,
stupid
and
because
worse,
it's
but I'm
too
not gonna
curly and stuff.
I didn't go after them. They're gonna
the
come
way
after
that
me. I'm
he
not gonna
has
be a
it
president,
done.
whether it's Xi Jinping or Vladimir Putin or anybody else, who's going to roll over. When I'm leading the United States, the same rule applies. If you hit us, we hit you back 10 times harder.
Okay. So, honestly, we have a lot more to get through that, and I don't have the energy right now to do
I know.
that. We will get into that and Varamak Swami's whole ideology and how dumb he is. And I would like to go over more of how his pharmaceutical companies stole technology and or bought it out and then put it into other things and stuff. Anyways, so tomorrow we're going over Destroy Your Dick December.
No, don't destroy my dick. Fuck you. Fuck you.
We're going over.
Fucking destroy it.
We're going over. Hold on.
Calm down, Brainless. It's okay.
Hold on.
No.
Oh my
God. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I've been cutting it. Don't touch it.
Okay. Hold on, motherfuckers. All right. So we're going over that men's tampons.
Sorry,
we're
Daddy.
going over deep fried pizza. We're going over security
Pizza's
robots.
broken.
I know. And we're going over one other thingy bobber as well that I can't remember off the top of my head. So, anyways, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. It's Emily.
I do have a video tomorrow. I didn't have one today because I was on Miss Mandy Reacts today.
Yeah.
That was good. I saw that.
And
share that.
So tomorrow I'm going to put the video out. It's on Dunning-Kruger. So I just have to upload it and get it shilled out and stuff. We'll do that in the morning.
Tattoo label?
Tattoo label, ketchup tattoo label. So Heinz
ketchup tattoo labels. That's
has
right.
put a tattoo label, so you can literally peel off the label and put it on your skin and get it tattooed on your body.
Oh, that is
okay.
funny.
Yeah. That's right. You mentioned
That is
last
a
week.
funny idea. That's a
Well,
good marketing.
I think Slim's going to talk about not men's tampons, but they're marketing tampons to men, making them blue, the boxes blue and stuff.
Like the one you carry around the store and be proud of.
There's a company that is labeling them as men's tampons,
Yes.
but obviously that's not how the world works.
No.
It's to trigger the fucking hardcore right wing in the Americas, and I think it's done in Sweden or something like that. So it's the same thing. It's just around the world they're trying to
It comes in
trigger.
a package that's like checker plate, like fake plastic checker plate.
Just
so
wait.
I forget who I watched. They're talking about making the packages blue, and they're saying They're talking about gender. You know that it's gender like, but you're
Yes.
making the packages blue, so you're
Yes.
genderizing the packages.
Just wait. We'll talk about
We'll see how it is
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yeah,
So
yeah.
we jumped ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, you guys are always
Well, no, I
jumping the
saw something on today,
motherfucking
that's
gun.
why we
God
jumped.
damn
We
it.
leapfrogged all the way into this topic.
Anyways. There's one other thing that I can't remember for that. And then Thursday, we are doing digital immortality and pharmacopoeia or whatever, which is using pharmaceutical narcotics or pharmaceuticals to elongate your life. And then the digital immortality is translating your brain and or other things through digital technology, either in your own brain right now before you die, and or if you die, you can transport your consciousness into a digital thing, but it may have a body or may not, and it may be able to keep you thinking
science
you're
fiction
alive.
coming
I
to
don't
life.
know.
I've seen
Yes.
stuff on this before.
The Matrix.
Yeah, and that's why we're going over digital immortality and pharmacia, I think is the right way to say it. And it's pharmacia.
K-E-I-A.
Yeah, so I think it's pharmacia, and it's the version of pharmaceuticals that you can take to elongate your life.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
Anyways, we're going over that Thursday, and then Saturday will be Christmas Eve, and we'll be doing a stream then, going over Krampus, and then Christmas Day we'll be doing a 2-hour stream as well, where we're going over more of the history of Christ's ass and why we think that we should be sticking a bright glowing thing up his ass for never mind I that's something different. I know I'm just
bucket.
What?
Yeah, I was asking.
What about
Doorknob Head says
got their
eating
salad
crab
from
with
the
a
chum
K
bucket.
salad. Jealous, of course you are. And then you said they are.
No, I know.
I was saying from the chum bucket.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I thought cum bucket.
No.
No.
You know, it's the restaurant across the street from where the Krabby Patty.
The Krusty Krab.
The Krusty
yeah.
The KRAB, is that the faux crab?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I want to know.
Theirs from the chum bucket.
Is that the white fish that's supposed to taste like crab?
I thought it was supposed to be pollock.
I have some of that in my fridge.
My husband loves that.
Pollock, not fake crab.
I think so. Yeah, they use a lot of pollock. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how they make
crabs
zucchinis and stuff.
It's like a garbage fish that you can catch by like the netful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Anyways, all right. Thank you all very much for this stream.
Thank you, Slim.
We'll see you all.
Thank you,
Thanks for having me on, brother.
Yeah, thank you all, and thank you everybody out
I think
there.
it's a bit of both, Doorknob Head.
Yeah, and then hey, that's racist. It's not a white fish. It's never mind. God damn it.
It's a Caucasian fish.
It's a Caucasian fish over. Yeah, I know. Yeah, thank you for saying that. Anyways, thank you all very much. We'll see you all in the next stream tomorrow. Is Mama? What is today? I don't even remember.
Today's Tuesday.
Mama, are you doing stuff for Thursdays? Is a Thursday thing happening?
I still got to deal with that tomorrow. But recording that, I have the video just to record it. But yeah, tomorrow's my video on Dunning-Kruger. I'll be featuring some comments from Flatsoid, who inspired this.
Fucking God damn it!
Dunning-Kruger means.
Oh, he thinks I'm Dunning-Kruger because I actually present citations and facts to him.
Yeah,
I'm Dunning-Kruger.
He doesn't get it. He's like, when you point out that somebody's a Dunning-Kruger, that makes you a Dunning-Kruger.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's trying to imply.
He's
So
like,
stupid.
you're being a Dunning-Kruger. He's like, does he know
That's what he
Dunning-Kruger?
said. You're Dunning-Kruger right now.
He thinks it's a guy named Dunning-Kruger. He doesn't realize that.
Actually,
like,
Dunning-Kruger is two people, but yes.
Two different people.
Yeah, it's Dunning and Kruger.
You'll learn more tomorrow. Trust me. I'm reading an
So anyway,
from Dunning himself. Thank you. But anyway,
I learn
yeah,
different things every time I watch your show. including today.
Okay. All right,
Thank you.
folks. We're gonna get the fuck out of here because I need to eat more food. I barely had any food today.
Yeah, tell me about
I
it.
gotta
Thank
get
y'all very much.
myself ready and go to the grocery store. So
Yeah, we'll see y'all later.
thank you, everybody.
We'll see y'all leg hair. So
We'll
thank
see
you.
y'all later.
Everybody say
Bye.
bye.
Bye.